Which
This is the
All right, we're
All-American
live
Coaching
now.
League.
What's
presented
up,
by
party
Axis
people?
Sports.
Let's get this intro going. Now we can say what's up, party people of the AACL. Welcome to, hey, what's up, David Leathers, Lone Star Glory, Packer Fred, all you guys in the chat. Welcome to night 3 of week 4. I already went through all this a minute ago, but apparently I hit the wrong button and was not streaming. But thank God Winkler finally showed up and let us know what was going on. So welcome to week 4, night 3. We've got some great games on tap. First game out the box, 21st ranked Iowa State traveling to 8th ranked Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech dropped their first game last week, looking for redemption. In the middle game, game 2 tonight, kicking off in a little over in an hour from now. The second ranked team in the nation, the Georgia State Panthers, traveling to Central Florida, taking on the top team in the land, the Knights. That is going to be a great game. Lots on the line in that one. And then the nightcap, we've got 5th ranked Washington State, another undefeated team in the AACL, traveling to Colorado Springs to take on an 0-3 Air Force team that I got to be honest with you, it's not seem like a 0-3 team. And I gotta tell you, and I mentioned this earlier in the server today, I feel like I'm kind of smelling upset on this one. So we'll see what happens. But all that being said, thank you for tuning in tonight. Let me hit the chat real quick, and then I will turn it over to the broadcast of the first game. Some people just piling in. Still, Freddie's here. Axis is here. Lone Star Glory, Charles, David Leathers, Greg Soto, Winkler's in the house. Biff Markham, good to see you, buddy. Sim Soccer Federation's in his house. I'm guessing that's probably Winkler, but that's okay. I'll count it as another viewer. What the hell? And Coach Craven, I wondered what that smell was. Was that me thinking, Coach? Is that what you're talking about? Anyway, going into the first game tonight, your play-by-play announcer commentator for tonight's first game is none other than Clintoris, as like we like to affectionately call him, head coach of the Old Dominion Monarchs here in the AACL. Charles, what's going on? How you doing tonight? What's going on?
clitoris. Oi, oi, oi. I'm in the house.
You are definitely in the house. Good to have you in the house. Doing color commentating tonight, I believe this might be his first regular season broadcast. I think he jumped into some preseason games, but he had a 2-week vacation, Disneyland, coming back, traveling for work, all this real life shit getting in the way. But Winkler's back, folks, and he's here tonight for the first time in the regular season. Wink, what's going on with you, bro?
Hey, I just did the Disneyland trip before we win the championship, so that kind of just cements it, so y'all can just go home.
So is that one of those, hey, Winkler, you're at Disneyland, what are you going to do next?
Pretty much. It was, I'm going to watch Akron go 3-0.
Well, hey, that worked out for you pretty well. So there you go.
I have to go back to Disney now.
There you go. Then you're gonna have to tell your woman that, hey, I'm sorry, but I won the AACL. We have to go back to Disney World. It's not even a choice. It's mandated.
It's not a girlfriend anymore. It's a fiance.
Oh fuck! I keep forgetting that. What is all? I don't know why life is changing so fast. I don't like it. All right, moving on. Third wheel tonight is none other than one of your play-by-play men last night, if I'm not mistaken, and the head coach for the third game tonight, and that is none other than Coach Craven back with us tonight. Coach, what's going on with you, bro?
Well, my life's not nearly as exciting as Winkler's, but it's going pretty good.
Apparently, the fiancés, Disneyland, 3-0. He's got all kinds of shit going on over there.
Me. It's all overrated and just cost a lot of money.
Well, that's true. I have done that before, all of that before, and yeah.
There is that. So
I'm third time's the charm.
Is that what they say? Is that what they say?
That's what they say.
Oh man, I screwed that up then. Okay. let me do this. Let me go ahead and bounce so I can get this game set up. In the meantime, let me turn it over to Charles and his crew, and they can do a little pregame on this Iowa State at Louisiana Tech game. Charles, you go ahead and take it away, bro.
All right. Good evening, folks. Good evening, fans of the AACL. Every time I step in the booth, I got to thank Dave for putting this together. It takes a lot of work. Thanks for all the hard work and effort, even though I root for Wyoming to lose. All right, so we've got number 21 versus number 8, David Leathers versus Frank Wade. Guys, let's start off with Winkler. What sticks out to you in tonight's matchup?
The 0-3 record for State. I think they're gonna snap their streak here. I know Frank's been hot, but I really think David Weathers has coached up his team, and I think Fred is gonna have quite a game this tonight.
What do you say his last name? Is it Hoiberg?
I have no idea, so I didn't attempt it.
All right, Hoiberg. All right, Coach. What? Tell me what you've learned about Louisiana Tech.
Well, Louisiana Tech is actually a pretty tough team. They had a close game last week, and I feel like they're probably going to get overlooked a little bit. This week we're going to see some undefeated teams. We've already seen some go down, so it's going to be a lot of 3-1s. And Louisiana Tech's just they're kind of lingering. They're kind of hanging out there a little bit under the radar. It's a tough team. You can't root against Steve the Pirate. If you do, you're clearly a socialist and or a communist. And so I think Peter LaFleur and the rest of the well, it's not Global Gym. I can't remember who they are, but anyway, I think the rest of those guys are going to get it done tonight.
All right,
I feel it.
Was that hot, Mike, or did you just whisper in my ear, Dave? All right, the weather's great tonight, and looking forward to the game. I don't think weather's going to be a factor at all. I don't think wind's going to be a factor. Coach, I just want to add on to your points about Louisiana Tech. I've got to do a couple of their games, and one thing that stood out for me was Peter LaFleur. I mean, they are 2-1, but the guy doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And when he doesn't run a lot, but when he does, he seems to get positive yardage, and he carries that offense on his back.
Yeah, I agree. This is a tough team. 2-1 is a little bit deceiving. I think this is, in fact, one of the better teams in the league.
Winkler, tell me what you know about the Cincinnati offense. I haven't seen a lot of that in this season. So
I've seen zero of it. I do not know anything about it.
I'm interested to see what they're going to pull off. Coach, do you know anything about the Cincinnati playbook?
As far as I can tell, it's not going to be a lot of running. It's run and shoot type offense, spread the ball around.
You know what? I can actually tell you about the Cincinnati offense if you give me a second. Hold on.
All right. Well,
you go to the field, I'll fill it in.
Wink does that. We will go to the field and get this sucker kicked off. Out comes Louisiana Tech in the dark blue.
And it's not Global Gym, it's the Average Joes.
All right.
Peter LaFleur, the Average Joes.
As I always say, I've had concussions. I knew it wasn't Global Gym, but I couldn't remember. Average Joes, yeah. Thank you.
All right. Iowa State versus Louisiana Tech at Joe Alliette Stadium, I think. I'm probably not even in the neighborhood, but hey. Joe Stadium, let's just call it that. Here we are at the coin toss. Iowa State in the white jerseys with the, looks like golden red trim. They are kicking off to Louisiana Tech. Here we go. Return to the 25. He's still going. He's up at the 35, up to the 39, maybe the 40-yard line. Out comes LaFleur. Lined up in the shotgun with three wide.
I feel like I've seen Eric Rogers do that before. He seems like a solid player.
There he goes, running. We talked about that at the beginning of the pregame, actually. LaFleur just reeled off 19 yards.
Yeah, like you said, he's not flashy in that area, but he is effective.
And, sometimes that's all you need. Oh, look at another play fake, run up the middle, another first down.
The only thing we've got to worry about, folks, is him getting banged up and taken out on a stretcher, because that happens a lot in this league. And I can believe it's actually happened to him in at least one game. LaFleur back. He's running again. 3 runs in a row. And that's for 6 yards. They can't stop the man. Second and 4. Back in shotgun again. Handoff to the halfback up the middle. Nice run again. First and 10, 11 yards by Grant Wright. Wink, what does Iowa State need to do to stop this charging Louisiana Tech offense?
They don't need to do what the Bills did, and that was not stop the run.
There's been a positive play on every play this series.
It has.
Now 2nd and 3 on the it looks like a 4-yard line, maybe 5-yard line, back in shotgun. Looks like a pass, and it is a drop pass. Pete LaFleur, the first incomplete pass of the night.
Do we know if number 3 is Steve the Pirate? That's something you got to come away with.
It's either Steve the Pirate or Boot Pirate. This is a keeper. LaFleur up the middle.
LaFleur says, you know what? If you guys aren't going to catch the ball, I'm going to do it myself.
Nice. That was a nice
Impressive drive, Coach.
Yeah, definitely a nice drive. I was going to say on the last one when they threw it, as successful as they've been running the ball, I would not be passing there.
So, Iowa State is in a hole, down by 7 at Louisiana Tech. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left. Let's do a shout out to our folks in Twitch. We got Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Coach Craven, Dave Axis, David Leathers, Jarrett Winkler, Gunny McGuire, Kexis, PS06, Lone Star Glory, Nat Zelli, Packer Fred, Sim Soccer Federation, Six Flags, Magic Mountain, the Greg Soto. The Greg Soto. All right. They start off. Iowa State on the 25-yard line. They're in shotgun as well with 3 wide. And it is another quarterback run tonight. We've got a lot of that going on, Link.
Yeah, we do. We seem to have a lot of that. Almost every game I watch, there's a massive number of QB runs.
Back again, 2nd and 10. And it looks
looking like
Louisiana
Tech a little bit of pressure on that one made the Iowa State quarterback feel a little uncomfortable.
Definitely, I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he heard
like
some
they were
footsteps.
setting up
He's
a
back with
screen,
4 wide. Throws it in the middle, completion, and got just enough for the first down to A.J. Lacey for 11 yards.
That makes it 1st and 10.
First and 10. Empty backfield in shotgun. Back goes the quarterback. Gets a little pressure. Able to get it off. Oh, I thought he had a completion there, but no such luck.
Yeah, it looked like he drug a foot there, but it didn't happen.
Looking at 2nd and 10 here. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first. Behind center. That's a motion by the wide receiver. Back to, it looks like a handoff. Decent run for 6 yards by Daniel Worth.
I mean, I have been trying to find this Excel sheet for freaking the entire game, and then me and Access just have way too many freaking chats together. I was going through the stuff that I sent you, and I thought it was in our personal DMs, and it was in my coach's channel. I'm like, oh, okay.
Nice completion on the sideline to Arcady Leathers. It's his first reception of the game for 12 yards. They're moving the chains, Coach.
Yeah, just for a second there, it looked like they were going to struggle, and then all of a sudden they've gotten 2 first downs in a row.
Another good run by Iowa State. Yeah, the defense on both sides, Wink, they don't look like they have anything to stop either offense.
No, they don't. But Iowa State really needed to capitalize on this drive and punch into the end zone. I mean, Louisiana Tech just looks so strong on offense. I don't know if you can come away here empty.
Fred Hoiberg on the drop pass. He had it in his hands. It's 3rd and 1. Big down here for Iowa State to keep some momentum on their side. Doesn't look like they're going to get it. Brought down in the backfield. Worth for a -2-yard run. Coach, that's what they were looking for on D.
Yes, it is, and that gives them an opportunity if they can capitalize on that themselves, go back down and have a 2-score lead.
It's a great team tackle there too.
Iowa
Love
State
to
back
see
in
those.
front.
The Cincinnati offense is comprised of basically 13 different shotgun formations, 2 pistol formations, 4 I-form formations, and a couple aces and a goal line. So it's a lot, looking like a lot of spread them out shotgun type playbooks for Cincinnati.
And when will you be sharing that spreadsheet? All right, so that was another run by LaFleur, only a couple yards back to pass. Looks like a swing pass to the fullback. Loss of 2 on that one. Grant Wright with a -2 for that reception. Moving backwards. Big 3rd and 11. The Iowa State defense, so far so good, Wink.
Yeah, it is. They definitely learned their lesson, but again, LA Tech hasn't really ran the ball. I kind of sense an average Joe run rate here for first down.
Back in shotgun. Passing deep.
Airing it out.
Oh. Intended for, well, Kimba Leathers broke that up. I'm not sure who the pass was intended for, but Iowa State holds. They get the ball back. Louisiana Tech is punting.
Louisiana Tech, I don't know why you get away from your game plan. Why get away from the runs when it works so effectively the first drive?
Yeah,
Looks like
that's a
we
good
see
point.
that happen quite often in this league, though. I think an awful lot of teams have a great first drive, and then I don't know if it's scripting or what, but the second one just kind of goes sideways.
We've got a lot of banter from the truck. It was hard to hear that last one, but I agree with what you're saying, Coach. It looks like they're either going off a script or maybe they're trying not to be too predictable.
Second inch is great field position for Iowa State on this drive.
Iowa State
yes, it is.
pass going deep. Oh, he catches it and he is in for the score. Arcady Leathers, 32 yards on a pretty pass by Iowa State quarterback Hoiberg.
Who needs great field position when you're just going to throw it up into the end zone?
That was beautiful. Nice play fake. Who like those?
Yeah, it looked like Leathers had at least 3 or 4 steps to pass that defensive back.
I would really like to see Louisiana Tech get back into their grinded out runs and see if Iowa State can match up with them right here.
Iowa State answers. Tie ball game with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Louisiana Tech gets the kickoff. Takes it out to the 32, maybe 33-yard line. Steve, the Pirate, takes the ball. I'm so tempted to take it one way, but I'll stop.
He was like, "Arr."
Arr. All right. LaFleur back in shotgun. Oh, he's getting some pressure. He
pass.
dumps it off. That looks like that was a well orchestrated play, Coach.
Man,
Yeah, they set that up nicely.
if that running back bounces the inside instead of the outside, I think he takes that for another 10 more yards.
Yeah, definitely. Now this is the keeper we were looking for, but Iowa State was
Flag.
waiting for him.
Whoa, that's a late flag. I don't know what that is.
Roughing face mask. Yep.
Huh.
I saw him. He was cranking the neck.
James Brown,
Business.
the hardest working defensive player on Iowa State. Louisiana Tech is back after the penalty, makes it 1st and 10. Back in shotgun. Looks like another run by LaFleur. Decent run, gets 9 out of it.
Is this how they won their other games? Has anybody watched Louisiana Tech?
Yeah, I have.
Have they been grinded out
Actually,
slogging with the
it
run?
looks like LaFleur's running a little bit more than what I'm used to. I mean, they would try doing some passes and run into the halfback, and then when it doesn't work, he comes in there and puts it on his back. But he's taking charge early, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa State doesn't look like they have an answer for this run game right now.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, their running game does look good, and when they're in a passing situation, I think it'd really help them to have a spy on the quarterback, because every time he's scrambled, it's been successful as well.
If you saw on the last play, the DN was playing contain, and the halfback just ran to the other side. Took it for a ooh. Ooh, I thought that was a pick. I thought
Almost a
that
drive ender. Almost a drive ender.
3rd and 4. Big stand here for Iowa State. Back in shotgun with a quads look. Back goes LaFleur. Handoff. Draw play up the middle. Ooh, he's fighting for the first down. Impressive, powerful run. He's
just
still going.
so much more physical than Iowa State right now.
16 yards on that one, and it's the end of the first quarter. We're knotted up at 7, going into the second. And Wink, to your point, I mean the Iowa State defense. Maybe they need to start thinking about maybe throwing in some run blitzes. Doesn't look like they're sending any extra people into the gap from the linebacker standpoint. Quarterback keeper LaFleur is gone. Is he going to make it in? He throws aside one defender, but can't get past the second.
It just seems like Louisiana, the first defender cannot take down anybody from Louisiana Tech. They need those gang tackles to take down these men from Louisiana Tech.
Average Joe's takes it in for 2-yard run for the score. Another impressive drive by Louisiana Tech.
I think that was their fullback too. 36?
Might be.
It looks that way. He's built like a fullback. So our booth tells us LaFleur averages 170-plus yards passing, and what was that, 70 yards
Yeah, around 70
per game. And he's already got 50-something at the start of the second quarter, so he's well on his way to matching or exceeding what he does in a typical game.
Which means he's gonna pull a hammy.
All right. Iowa State with the run.
Commentators
Daniel
jinx
worked
there.
with 7-yard run. 2nd and 3. I'm sorry, Coach. What were you saying?
I'm trying to activate the commentators' curse right there.
Iowa State back in shotgun.
The commentator's curse is, LaFleur is going to have like 200 yards rushing today.
And then he gets hurt. Yeah, good point.
A first down run by Worth with the pitch by the quarterback. That was a nice looking play.
It was a good pitch, and it was something that Iowa State needed to take the pressure off.
All right, and back goes the quarterback, Hoiberg, with the 10-yard reception to Arcady Leathers, the standout receiver tonight for Iowa State.
Welcome Six Flags Magic Mountain.
All right. Iowa State goes back and throws it nowhere. Let's do a quick shout-out for the folks in chat. We got Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Coach Craven, Dave Axis, Dave Leathers, Doug Britton, Gerald Winkler, Gunny McGuire, Taxi PSO6, Lone Star Glory, Nat Zelli, Packer Fred, Sim Soccer Federation, Six Flag Magic Mountain, the Gregory Soto. Thank you.
Gregory Soto is a Six Flag Magic Mountain, just saying.
And we also have King's Dominion 995. And we also have Strawberry Fields 487. Thank you and welcome. Thanks for watching. All right, Fred Hoiberg gets brought down in the backfield, tries to run it, but looks like didn't get the number 40. Didn't get the name, but brought him down in the backfield.
Didn't get the number on that
14.
Truck.
2nd and 14.
High formation.
Into the play.
Yeah, a rare I formation by Iowa State, and it looks like they're going to have to scrap that one, Winkler.
I don't think we're going to see it again. That was one of the 4 I formations that they have in their repertoire, trying to maybe catch Louisiana Tech off guard.
Oh, out of bounds. Hoiberg leads a little too
much.
far for his wide receiver, wasn't able to get the completion, and here they are punting. Louisiana, already super hot offense, is getting the ball back with 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
I wonder if Iowa State is going to come out next drive and try and hit that little deep left of the zone a little bit more. It seems to be wide open almost every time they throw it there. That's how they got their first touchdown.
The problem is Hoiberg's not hitting it.
Yeah.
And here we go.
He is a
LaFleur
man.
trucking. He's still going. That's an impressive run. That's an angry run.
Already with 82 yards.
That's crazy.
That's was it 12 above his average?
Not even halftime.
Not even halftime. That's right. Back in
He must have
shotgun.
gotten
Gets the
in.
movement by the up back. Back goes LaFleur. He's running
He gets
again.
it.
Somebody
Yeah.
better stop that man.
Obviously contained him better that time, but still, 4 yards every time. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's 4 yards on first down. Let's go. Ooh, yeah, we could have hiked that.
All right. The halfback gets the ball. Another good run. Positive
But yeah.
runs after positive runs by Louisiana Tech. Iowa State is looks like they're gassed.
Yeah, and this is the guy, Grant White, right, as you notice there, quietly has 56 yards himself already. He's no slouch running the ball.
Look at this.
Oh.
The pass defense is there. There's 14 yards in the air versus over 120 or so on the
Yeah.
ground.
They were clearly scheming against a more of a pass defense for Louisiana Tech, and they're paying for it.
Yeah.
All right, back goes Louisiana Tech, and almost threw it in the hands of George Washington Carver.
I wonder if that has to do with LaFleur running so much in this first half that he's getting fatigued. I mean, that pass just didn't even look close.
It was right on to the defenders' numbers. Oh,
Oh, that
Goes
was
for it
almost
all.
nice.
incomplete pass.
That's an interesting fourth down call. I mean,
It is.
not taking the
Oh.
points there and trying to just heave into the end zone.
It's ballsy. Well, I think they feel confident on both sides of the ball, so why not?
Could be. I don't know about their kicker. Maybe they don't have enough confidence, wind in space or something.
They don't
Which
have
way they
Craven
get the ball.
Lovechild, and I think every team in the league wants Craven Lovechild.
I can't argue with that.
All right, Daniel Goldworth with a 4-yard run. He's got 40, 5.0 average tonight. That's a quiet 5.0.
I think
Very
Iowa
good.
State's going to try and just take this into half and not give Louisiana Tech another shot at the
He's
ball.
going.
As I say that.
Nice run by Victor Andrews. 29 yards out of nowhere.
Nice little change up to the second, the backup halfback.
Still in a hurry up. They're in a shotgun A and B divide. The kicker for Iowa State is a very Louisiana Tech is. What the hell are you telling me, Dave?
He's accuracy over power.
Yes. The kicker had
So-
some definite things we will talk about when we need to. Let's just say that, audience. All right. Here we go. Fred Hoiberg. He's leading them down
I-formation.
into near red zone territory. Definitely field goal territory. 3rd down and 1. I formation, rare I formation.
Oh, did he
Barely
get
gets
it?
the first
They
down.
gave
Dan
it to
Price
him.
got lit
They
up
gave
like
it
a
to him.
Christmas tree.
Oh,
And back in the shotgun. They may have learned their lesson. No pressure. Able to get it off on the sideline. Stevie Peoples with 10-yard reception. Not enough for the first down, though, gentlemen.
No, but I always love second inches. It gives you so much more in your playbook. Just because you only need to get that half yard, that step forward to get that first down and reset it.
So if Greg was here, he'd say, "That's what she said." Daniel Goldworth, 6-yard rush, gets the first down. They get 1:24 left. Clock is, well, it's not ticking on the first down, but we're under the 2-minute mark. They're in scoring, red zone territory. Draw play up the middle doesn't go anywhere.
this is still a nice. This is
And they
going
co-
well for Iowa State. If they can score here, take the second half kickoff, they have a chance to go ahead.
What do you guys think about that timeout that they just made? You still have two. You still have.
Well,
Oh,
it's
boy.
shitty. It's a
Oh, boy.
shitty decision based on that. Interception. And he is
Texas.
off to the races. And Hoiberg gives it a shot, but whiffs.
Oh,
He's gone, so he's in the end zone.
Give him the peace sign.
Sanders, Brandon, the Flash Sanders, gets the ball in the end zone and takes it back at least 100 yards.
Yeah, at first glance, I thought that said Bernie, and I was like, "Wow, Bernie got fast."
Maybe 99. I don't know what
Oh,
the
yeah.
stats are going to give him, but that was impressive nonetheless. And the
Really,
booth is telling
it's-
me 97.
He gives him the middle finger and then just puts on the Jets.
Bye-bye. All
Well,
right,
so much for that, right?
Well, I guess that timeout gave them some time on the clock to come back down here and try and get some points.
That sucking sound you hear is the momentum, if any, that Iowa State had on that last drive.
Yeah, you know, going back to Winkler's point about the timeout, I'm with you. I think that was a little bit of a mismanagement on their part. Obviously, results notwithstanding, that kind of the low-hanging fruit to say that. But
You
even
say
without
that after
that
the
was-
interception. That was a tough one, Coach.
Yeah, but even with
Come
even
on, man.
with
We
that-
pay you more for that, Coach. Come on.
You pay me where?
Check is in the mail, man.
Dave keeps trying to get me to pay him.
Doug Britton doesn't give up money.
I'm sorry, Coach. What were you saying?
I don't remember.
All right.
So that's out route, get about 12 yards.
And it looks like is that a
Doesn't
penalty?
agree. It's on a review.
Oh, under
Did he get his
review.
foot down? Did he get his foot down? It
I
looks
think
like
he
he
got
got his
it.
foot down. Although
Yeah, that
I've seen some ones where it looks like they don't get their foot down and they call it the other way. So
Yeah, those are the Wink. Those are the games that have WYO in the team banner down below. For some reason,
Oh.
those don't get called as completions. I don't know why. Still trying to figure it out.
That is strange. That is strange. We're gonna have to get the league on that.
Back goes Hoiberg wide open on the 20-yard line. Hey, they answered quickly. Ferguson with 25 yards in there in field goal range, guys.
hey, those posts to the sideline are open, like the 12, 13 yarders.
Oh,
Yeah, it
definitely.
looks like Louisiana Tech's playing a lot of cover 3 and leaving that sideline open.
Okay, they're
Except for
in
right
the
here.
red zone again. Let's see if they can scratch something up on the scoreboard.
Nice
Swing
quick
pass
screen.
to the outside.
Ooh, number 10 needs to get in the gym and learn how to run.
Yeah, that was a little slow.
That was
He
yeah.
forgot how to walk for a second.
I think that was a pistol formation they lined up in. Sack from -6. So they're scrapping the I formation
do
on
have-
and pistol.
They do have a pistol trio, 4 wide receivers, and a pistol wide trips formation in their.
We've got
Always.
Wink Britannica with us in the booth tonight. Thank you for
Boy,
that,
they-
sir.
He tried to do it again there. That could have gone the other way. Could have gone the other way.
Here we go for the field goal. Let's see if they can get it up and good.
Let's see how
Here we
accurate.
go.
The accuracy. Look at the accuracy.
All right, 21 to
That-
10.
Would have been good for at least 5 more yards away.
That was a
At
good way
least.
to answer, guys. I mean, you know, they made the mistake, but they turned it around and put some points on the board.
The thing is, even with if they get a stop here, which 10 seconds, if you don't, just go home, it's over. But they get a stop here, they get the ball back, and if they can score, it's only 21-17.
Good
So
point.
no
Very
need to
good point.
panic. No need to panic.
Run up the middle. It's a couple yards. It looks like they're just.
They're gonna call a time. They're gonna call a timeout.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Wow.
I love the aggression from Frank Wade, his coaching staff.
Out route for
Oh.
the first down to Globo Jim for 9 yards.
If he wasn't so aggressive and he would have just went down, they could have gotten one more playoff.
Well, he's better than you, and he knows it, so he didn't do it.
The thing
true.
I keep wondering is his Globo his full name or is it, you know, short for something?
Like lobotomist or something, or
I don't know. Global warming?
Globert.
Globert's good. All right. Globert.
These are the things that
All
keep
right,
me
so we are
awake
at
at night.
halftime. It was. I think it was a pretty exciting halftime. I think Iowa State made some mistakes, but they're in the game. They just need to, you know, settle down and make some adjustments at halftime. What do you guys think?
Well, they have the blueprint, right? Stop the run, and make him pass and don't turn the ball over, and you're back in this game.
Coach, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's that one glaring error that's really causing them a problem right now. Overall, stats notwithstanding, physicality of Louisiana Tech notwithstanding, it really does come down to one play that has been the biggest problem.
23 pass yards.
Yeah, I mean, in college football, when you look at those stats, it's hard. With the exception of the turnover, it would be hard to guess a score.
Yeah, it definitely would. You definitely wouldn't think. I mean, I wouldn't think Louisiana Tech's winning right now, but
Yeah, definitely. So, do we have time to do a shout out to the folks in chat again? Let's do a real quick one. Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Coach Craven, Dave Axis, Dave Leathers, Doug Britton, Gerald Winkler, Gunny McGuire, Caxi PSO, Lone Star Glory, Nat Zelli, Packer Fred, Sim Soccer Federation, Six Flags, Magic Mountain, and some asshole named Greg. All right, so here we go. First and 10, start of the second half. Iowa State with the ball. Looks like they're lining up in a single, doubles right. I don't know what the hell that is. But run up the middle. Decent run for 4 yards by Daniel Worth.
That sure didn't look like a 4-yard gain, but
it looked like
That was deceiving, isn't it? Back to
the
passing
kid
shotgun.
going this way.
No pressure whatsoever. I mean, something was wrong with that play. Coverage was shit, and the defensive line rush was shit. And I mean that in a nice way.
it's ironic that you say that, as in chat we have a reference to laxatives.
Nice.
That was a
And
poor play
Daniel
for us.
Goldworth with a -2 run there. Lumberjacks laid him out on that one. Second and 12.
I know they're trying to keep him honest, but I don't know why you would do a run right there. Should have a very successful pass play. Now they're
They
coming
didn't
out.
ditch the eye. They're back on the eye. They have not given it up.
Well,
and I
they're
don't
not
know
going
why
to
they
the
haven't.
eye.
The eye
They
needs to
got
go in the trash
1 yard
receptacle.
run.
I don't know if it's their fullback or the blocking from the tight end or whatnot, but they're not particularly successful running the ball when they're not spread out.
Back in shotgun. There's a blitz. Standing tall in the pocket, but he throws it almost to the defender for an interception. Fourth and 11. Iowa State physical on
the
that side.
4 blue shirts. I want to see a fake punt here. Come on.
That was a slow motion punt by Iowa State. And
Good
where did
punt,
it go?
though. Got it down to, I
could
think,
not
the
tell where it
12.
went out of bounds. Did it go out of bounds?
Yes.
Or, yeah, the
15.
15.
Okay, let's see. Louisiana Tech, great first half. Let's see if they can keep that fire in the second. Doing what brought them there with a run. Didn't go anywhere.
There you go. Make
1
him,
yard
make
run
him
by
cut
Grant
back.
Wright.
Make him cut back before the line of scrimmage.
Coach, what would you do on Iowa State? Would you do some run blitzes here to try and stop them?
Well, yes, probably. I'd also probably change up the front, go what's called an eagle front, where you've got two defenders in the A gap, and then bring somebody up on the outside for the option. Don't know if Iowa State has that available to them, but that would be what I'd be trying to do there.
So what you're saying, and this is a note for Dave, you wouldn't go 2 down linemen?
No.
Okay. I got to thank you very much for your input from the booth. So, excuse me, from the truck. But here we go. They're punting it. Iowa State takes it past the 50. 15-yard return by Leo Tantrum. I think that was Tantrum. It went by so quick.
Some debate on the actual terminology used there, but, it's okay to disagree.
Run up the middle. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Worth tried to cut it back to the left, and the Louisiana Tech defense wasn't having any of that. Back to pass. No pressure at all. Plenty of time for Hoiberg. Now it's starting to break down, but still able to get it off for a first down. 12 yards for A.J. Lacey.
Do you guys know?
Yeah.
Fun fact. Did you guys know in this league there are 12 different formations for Wildcat?
Wow, no.
Uh,
Did you
I
know
might have
that?
known that at one time, but
Did you know that there's a defense with 2 down linemen? Okay. All right. So Iowa State is back, runs out of shotgun, fighting for the first down, doesn't get it. Well, yeah, 3rd and 1. I wasn't sure if they got the first down there, but worth 58 yards tonight, but didn't get the first down on that run. Quarterback keeper past the first down marker, 1 yard rush. Hoiberg does what he needed to do.
Hoiberg showing some guts right there. Maybe that'll swing some momentum into Iowa State's favor.
Look at that.
Coach, it doesn't look like his passing's been too sharp tonight.
No, it hasn't. In fact, he was under 50% at one point. I don't know if he is right now.
That was
but how about
run by Andrews?
He puts his body on the line, takes the hit to spring the running back.
Oh, I respect it. Did you guys catch that just now that Iowa State has 4 more first downs than Louisiana Tech? I would not have expected that.
No, I missed that.
Did you just see that receiver throw the ball back at the quarterback? I don't want this.
It's hard to, guys, honestly, it's hard to concentrate with all the harassment from the truck.
There is a lot of, yeah.
It's an environment that's hard to, it's hard to be productive in.
A lot of harassment.
Harassment, whatever continent you're on.
Harassment, yeah.
Okay.
3rd and goal. Big stand here.
3rd and goal from the 15, from the 14. 3rd and goal from the 14. I'd like to see that 13-yard post to the sideline right here.
You nailed that. That's been open all night. Here we go in shotgun. Up back in motion. Plenty of time. Looks like everybody's in the end zone to stop the pass.
Too much time.
Drills it down. Oh my God, that was a breakdown in coverage right there. Tantrum. Tanya. Sorry, not Tanya. Tanya. You say Tanya, I say Tanya.
You've been in the tanning salon too long. Getting your golden rays on.
Yep. Hey, that was an impressive way to bounce back at the for Iowa State, huh?
Hey, say what you will. Iowa State's got guts. They're not going away. They're still fighting. Love it. I love seeing that from somebody. I love seeing a team not quit. That's fantastic.
Louisiana Tech with a decent return, 23 yards by Steve the Pirate. Steve the Pirate. Last 5 drives: punt, end of the half, turnover, touchdown, and then I forgot what I didn't see what the last one was.
It was punt.
Another punt, fellas.
Yeah. Showing they've only got points 1 time in the last 5 drives.
All right, a lot of movement back there. That was an ugly play at the start.
Somebody hit his arm, but yeah, that was ugly.
Somebody didn't know what they needed to do, and they just broke that whole play down. We've got 2nd and 10, back in shotgun. No pressure again. Well, he's taking it up the middle. And he goes off to the sideline. Hey, yo.
They got smart.
Jack Trice with the tackle. That's his 3rd of the night. 86 yards for LaFleur.
LaFleur had 83 yards at half. I mean, he's been shut down.
Do you guys know what LaFleur means in French?
I don't.
I think
Coach?
It means potato.
You're right. It means French fried potato. All right, so they're off to punt. Iowa State standing strong on defense. They get the ball back on offense. And let's see if Hoiberg. I'm getting, this. It's really hard to be productive in this environment.
This is getting CNN level. I'm just going to say, yeah.
Jesus Christ! Draw play up the middle. Daniel Goldworth with 10 yards. Fuck you, access, and it is 2nd and inches.
How do you guys concentrate? This booth has got in your ear.
I know.
It's weird.
Barometric pressure is 89.3. All right, so it's 1st and 10.
Floor means flower, blossom, and bloom.
It's not French fried potato?
Damn it.
I thought Coach nailed it.
I must be hungry. That must be why I said that.
All right. And back to snap. Keeper by the quarterback, Hoiberg. Takes it for the first down. Crafty run by Hoiberg for 7 yards. 1st and 10. They are threatening Winkler.
I mean, they were threatening last time and threw a pick 6, so...
All right. The Iowa
just
State
not gonna
fans
throw
are signing up for your fan club.
That is the biggest flop is LeBron James on the field?
Yes, good call. He went down like LeBron James.
Wow. End of the quarter. End of the third. Get your 60 dots up, everybody.
So pomme de terre frite is fried potato in French. Just saying.
Good to know. You know, when you watch a game on the AACLIOU, you learn things, not just about football, but just, traveling tips, whatever. We're here for you. And there's the pass.
Look
into the
at
end zone.
that.
19-yard TD reception by Fred Hoiberg. It's his 3rd of the night. Who did he get that to? I missed that.
13. I don't know who 13 is.
13. That was Demetrius Thunderberg.
Yes.
23-21. Iowa State has taken the lead. Gutsy in the second half. That's all you can say, Coach.
Yeah.
Benji Madsen. Does anyone in the booth know when Kansas City plays next?
No, Kansas City is not in this league. They need to win a game in order to make it into this league. Who's Benji Madsen? The name's familiar.
He's probably one of the sexiest people in this league.
I
Believe it or
know
not.
it's just messing.
And
heard
that man, I'll tell you what, that man tans like Casper.
Wow. It compliment and an insult in 2 sentences. Well done, sir.
Most people can't go both ways like that without paying extra.
All right. I don't know what the hell's going on in this game, but I do know it's 24-21, 3rd and 12. Louisiana Tech, their offense is not looking so good this half.
The second half adjustments from Iowa State's defense is looking pretty phenomenal as they
That
give
was
us
a
that
sweet
first
pass.
down.
The young patch is 15 yards right on the sideline. Coach, he caught it with barely like a centimeter for his left toe.
Yeah,
Is that
if it
Patch?
was-
Is that young Patches O'Houlihan?
Maybe. We'll have to look
believe
into
so.
that. You need to go to your magic spreadsheet and tell me what's on there. Britannica Winkler.
What's on my magic spreadsheet is every single formation and what.
Well, you also
playbooks
know what
are happening.
LaFleur means. Was that on your spreadsheet, or did you have to Google that?
That's on my Google spreadsheet.
Okay.
I gotta say, the whole potatoes thing. I haven't been this disappointed since I got kicked off at Epstein Island, and
That's because you got too old.
Wow. Young Patches with a 5-yard reception. It's 2nd and 5. The clock is ticking. 3:56 left in the 4th. Louisiana Tech needs to do something on this drive. Back to snap. No pressure at all. Dumps it off in the middle. No, well, he didn't. He dropped,
He
dropped it.
Wow, that's rough. That is rough.
rough. Well, LaFleur threaded the needle on that one. That was a great throw. Just couldn't hang on to it.
3rd and 5. Dumps it off, and it doesn't go
man.
anywhere. Grant Wright brought down in the backfield. Loss of 2.
I don't know
4th
what
and 6.
I don't know what David Leathers said to his team at halftime, but they are tackling beautifully this half.
They are.
That was a great open field tackle.
All I know on that play, there was penetration. Thank you, the Greg Soto.
Achieved.
Draw play up the middle.
That's an interesting
4th
down
and 6 play. Draw play. They can't stop him. Average Joe. Big run. Only his 2nd of the night. That one for a key first down.
Oh, that's the momentum killer right there. I go right back to it.
Another run up the middle. Only 5. Average Joe, 5 yards. He's coming to life here in the 4th. With penetration. LaFleur back to pass. wide open on the sideline. He had a couple wide receivers, coach, wide open on the left.
Yeah, I was just thinking here the guy's been struggling all game, but this drive, all of a sudden he's awakened the beast.
I'd like to see if we get it to Bartholomew right here.
Right up the middle. Powerful run. Average Joe with another 5 yards. 6-yard average for Joe's. Second and goal with 2:45 left in the fourth. Would somebody jump?
False start in the offense.
A false start when you're barely even set. What on earth?
Right? He looks down at the ball and says, I don't want this ball.
So it moves it back to, what are they, on the 7-yard line? Second and goal.
This is LaFleur magic time for him to just run this in.
Definitely. There you go, right up the middle. Draw play to the halfback, Grant Wright, 7-yard touchdown. And Louisiana Tech takes the lead, 27-24, 28 with the extra point. I know my math.
2 minutes and 41 seconds left. Does Iowa State have any magic left in their bag of tricks?
I mean, that was impressive, Wink, by Louisiana Tech to answer up after that impressive drive by Iowa State to come back, drive all the way down the field and put the points up.
That ballsy 4th down draw play.
Yeah, that was the play of the game right there.
Right?
So far.
It caught everybody off guard, including Iowa State. That just goes to the tone of the game. I mean, LA Tech's just been running all over Iowa State.
The stats here are relatively even. I'm cracking up because Dave's got his little mouse cursor and he's like pointing at what he wants us to talk about. Fucker.
Look at
And I mean
the
that in a nice
numbers.
way.
Look at the numbers. Oh, look, we got people in the center of the field.
Holy crap. And then he goes over to the who's in chat and he's like moving the cursor around. All right. So Daniel Goldworth, a little behind the curtain, little exposure for the fans of the audience. All right.
Greg
Second and
does
11.
love exposure.
Iowa State. Dave loves the exposure.
Keeps-
Back to pass.
Hey-oh.
Oh, wide open in the middle.
Wide
Wide
open in the
open in the middle. Huge gain. 26 yards, penetration reception by A.J. Lacey.
That makes it first and 10.
Yeah, penetrated Louisiana Tech side of the half.
They are on the right side of the 50. Running up the middle. Doesn't look like that's going anywhere. Well, I get 2 out of it. It's so deceptive up here in the booth, fellas.
Makes it second and 8.
It's the camera angle. I blame the broadcast
Dave.
team.
Getting close to the 2-minute mark. Back to snap.
All day.
Plenty
Last
of
time they had
time.
all day.
Oh, wow. Almost intercepted by Brandon Sanders.
Tell you what, Brandon Sanders had a hell of a game against my team, and I'm thinking he's one of the best defenders in the entire AACL.
Who did that just
Wow.
say was hurt from Iowa State?
Mason with the catch. Gain 20 yards.
Nice pass by Hoiberg there on the sidelines.
Lacey over 100 yards this game.
Seeing a lot of breakdowns in the secondary for coverage. First and 10 with 1:50 left on the clock.
Too much. They're leaving.
Plenty
They're leaving
of
too much
time.
time.
That was an incredible catch in a crowd by Mike Smith for 8 yards.
Second and 2.
I think it was. I think it was. I think it was-
Goldberg,
yeah.
yep, was
Running
injured
back
on that
for
one.
Iowa State. Okay.
Oh, that's the sack they needed. I've been able to really get to LaFleur all night, but Casino, what's his name, Ruffian? I didn't get the last name. Casino R got to him.
R-rated.
Casino R rated. Got some penetration in the backfield. Louisiana, thank you. The booth corrected me. It was Hoiberg. Sorry. Just correct.
There it is. There it is.
It's like having your mother in your ears.
It's
Yeah.
not LaFleur, it's Hoiberg.
I think that's too much. They left too much time on this clock.
Make sure you say hi to the people in chat.
Hello, people in chat. How you doing today?
You didn't say anything about the fucking weather.
The weather outside is frightful.
You've got 1 minute. This game is in the booth is going absolutely nowhere. There's a minute 14 left. Iowa State is up by 3. Louisiana Tech gets the ball back. This could be the drive of the game. Steve the Pirate takes it for 22 yards.
Who is how many OT games have we had this season? Anybody know off the top of their head?
We had at least one.
We haven't had any. I don't think we've had any.
I thought we had one. I think we had 0.
games. Is our overtime games on?
Mom at the booth has corrected me.
There. What the hell are you saying? No overtime games. The weather inside is go fuck yourself, Charles.
All right, so
Oh.
LaFleur airs it over the
9
receiver.
for 20.
Yeah, his passing is not so good tonight. 3rd and 14, huge play for Louisiana Tech.
As well as he's played all season, that's a testament to how Iowa State's played.
Goes long. Incomplete pass. 4th and 14. Quick shout out to the folks on Twitch. Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Coach Craven, Dave Axis, Dave Leathers, Doug Britton, Gerald Winkler, Gunny McGuire, Pack CPS06, Lone Star Glory, Nat Zelli, Packer Fred, Sim Soccer Federation, Six Flags.
What a stand.
And there's a stack. Can't forget Six Flags Magic Mountain and the asshole Greg Soto. All right. We're back to the game. 46 seconds left.
LaFleur, despite his prowess with his feet, is only completed 41% of his passes right now.
Yeah, this is not the Peter LaFleur we've been seeing, the balanced, efficient quarterback we've been seeing.
So would this be Peter LaFlunk?
Wow, Peter LaFlunk, yes. Nice run. And the outside, he's going.
First down seals it. It's
Yeah,
over
first
now.
down,
It
definitely.
really
Game
does.
over.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I'm a prophet, but I think somebody predicted this upset. Oh, my bad. John does not remember me hearing that. He can rewind the tape. And listen to
Mom
himself.
doesn't.
believe
Mom
it
didn't
was-
hear that one.
It was the White Wolf, Gerald Winkler.
Another knee, and this one is just about over.
I heard that sigh. You've heard that way too many times, haven't you? Like, God damn it.
How many people don't actually know what my persona's from? Just makes me sad. So that was a happy sigh.
Oh, okay.
And we are at the end of the game. Iowa State pulls this off. Huge second half, guys, for Iowa State.
Really was, yeah. Look at the old Hoiberg. 4 total touchdowns for Hoiberg.
Player of the game.
Player of the game. Most of it. Although, you know what? The player of the game to me is the defensive coordinator and the adjustments they made in the second half for Iowa State. I mean, Louisiana Tech just had their number all day in the first half, and then it's like a light switch in the second half. Very interesting to see.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
thing
you're
I like
not
about
wrong.
this. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. You're not wrong. It was 21-10 at halftime, wasn't it? 21-10, 21,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, one thing-
Louisiana Tech's only
I
one more
believe
score.
somebody said, Iowa State, don't panic. Don't panic. You're not down that much and you're not out of it. And they weren't. You were
They weren't.
absolutely right.
One of the things I like about this game is their huge adjustments at halftime. You don't really see that in many other football games.
No, I mean, maybe it's because Greg Soto's in the league and the league just likes to swing. Who knows?
Yes. Swinging snow.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, this is a good game. I'm shocked. I'm really quite shocked because Louisiana Tech, despite that 2-1 record, has looked so good to me this season. And
Oh, they looked unstoppable in the first half. That first half was impressive.
419 yards
I
of
was like,
total
wow.
offense. Holy crap.
that's a hell of a game from Iowa State.
307 passing. They didn't even break 100 on the Louisiana Tech side. They're horrible on third down, 33%.
Hmm?
Time of possession, 3-point advantage for 3 minute advantage for Iowa State.
Which is crazy with how much running Louisiana Tech was doing, that they did not come out in time of possession.
I think you made
Yeah,
a point in the first half that LaFleur is running so much that it's probably impacting his passing game, and it clearly looks like that when you see his completion percentage.
Yeah.
Well, and in reference to the time of possession, Louisiana Tech had an awful lot of 3 and outs in the second half. They just didn't hold on to the ball very much.
Like Brandon Sanders got an interception there for Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, that pick six.
We didn't have
The only turnover of the only turnover of the game. 97 yards. 97 yards and a middle finger.
That's incredible. Yeah, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 66 completion percentage.
Sacked 3 times, and I believe they were all in the first half. I don't think
so. Yeah.
Louisiana Tech had much pressure on Iowa State in the second half.
I'd also love to see what the completion percentage was for Hoiberg first half versus second half, because I think it probably went up significantly.
I think you're probably right.
I think this is the first game I did without a fumble. Was there a fumble tonight?
Nope, just a pick, just an interception.
Well, how long was that? 97 yards? Did we see that?
Yeah, it was 97.
Mom, how many yards was that? Yeah, what I'm hearing from the booth, it was go fuck yourself yards.
Which is also accurate. 97, go fuck yourself. It's the same.
Yep. And 97 yards, look at that.
97.0 to be specific.
All right,
Are you sure you want to quit? I mean, Louisiana Tech already said yes.
All right, so thanks, guys. That was a fun time. I enjoyed this game. Post game is coming up. Let's wrap this up and go hit the bar. And we need to talk about the next game too, because it's very important and it's coming up soon. 196 rushing yards by Louisiana Tech. Iowa State, they hung in there with 112. I think more balance. 112 rushing, 307 passing.
It's a super balanced game by Iowa State. I didn't expect them to go 300 plus and then 100. They put a lot of offense on in the second half.
Yeah, they really did. And frankly, you can't say this was a fluke. This was just a complete game from Iowa State. Wow, they really got it done and looked fantastic in the process.
I really think that they made great adjustments at halftime. I said that earlier on both sides of the ball, and I'd love to see the stats first half versus second half. And I think if you just take the second half on its own, I think it would be pretty impressive. And it's impressive altogether, but it just shows you how the adjustments work positively.
The most interesting stat to me is LaFleur had 12 carries and only 9 completions. He had more carries than he did completions.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, a lot of those were scrambles, but still, that is interesting.
We are so good with this, and I'm excited to see what's going on in the next game. We got number 2 with Georgia State versus UCF. Gunny McGuire comes in number 2 for Georgia State against the asshole, Greg Soto at UC. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. The Greg Soto. Willie B. Hardigan is the head coach.
The asshole's silent, right?
Right,
yes, it is. Head coach Susie Rottencrotch. Georgia State with the Oregon offense, 4-3 defense, multiple against the Ole Miss offense and the multiple D defense. Guys, what stands out to you? What are you most excited about in this game?
Wink.
I just the fact that somebody's going to come away with this with a loss. I'm trying to look up the playbooks here. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Well, Oregon
Spread.
Oregon is pretty diverse in their offense. They run 20 shotgun plays and a goal line play.
Wow.
Oregon is so I think we're gonna see a lot of shotgun. I gotta see what Ole Miss is now.
While he's looking this up, a big part about this game is this is the debut of LK Snatch.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, LK Snatch comes out there.
There was
So,
a little bit of drama, I guess, at UCF this past week, and we've got a new quarterback coming up.
Breaking news.
The breaking news statement from the UCF athletic office. UCF starting quarterback Duarte Sanchez has been relieved of his starting job after an internal investigation by the University in accordance with the Orange County, Sheriff's Department after celebrating their home victory. Sanchez is identified later that night as the man who stole a BMW from a local buy here, pay here dealership. After his girlfriend Kenny Head was told earlier in the day that she couldn't buy it with just food stamps, Sanchez is with the team but has lost his starting quarterback spot and could be suspended indefinitely while we wait further information. Our backup quarterback LK Snatch will be our starter beginning tonight until further notice.
You can just say he really snatched it up, didn't he?
There you go.
You know what? So UCF has probably one of my favorite formations, the wishbone. I'm very excited to see that tonight.
Really, I don't believe I've seen that run in any of their games, but I haven't seen all of them. So.
They have a wishbone tight formation, one of them, but yeah.
Interesting.
Great. And when are you sharing that spreadsheet with us?
When I get, my Venmo is.
I was gonna say
Holy Christ.
PayPal at the White Wolf.
Hey, look up Old Dominion. Does it have a 2-down line set on defense?
And just like that, our time seems to be done, gentlemen.
All right, so I'm going to pass it off to the oncoming crew, led by Mama Dave Axis. Dave, take it away, buddy.
Okay. I don't know if to say thank you or fuck you, but either way, thanks for the call, you guys. Charles and Wink and Coach on that call. This game coming up, the second-ranked team in the nation, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the number 1 team, Central Florida Knights, coming up here in just a few moments. It is the AACL game of the week. I am joined in the broadcast booth tonight by 2 people. My color commentator will be none other than B. Robo himself. Robo, what's up? What's going on? How you doing, bro?
Hey, buddy. How's it going? Looking forward to this game. Number 1 against number 2 this early in the season is pretty exciting.
It's amazing. And then sticking around with us is our third wheel. The third wheel from the last game. Coach Craven's in the house still. Coach, what's going on with you? How you doing? Good call last game. What do you think about this game?
I'm excited to looking forward to this one. I feel like Georgia State has the best playbook for this format in the entire league, and I think we're going to see it today.
It's going to be I'm waiting for a great game. I mean, they're both 3-0. They're both 1-0 in their conference. They both play in the Bootleggers Conference. Gunny McGuire with his head coach, Susie Rottencroch, like Charles mentioned, running the Oregon offense with the 4-3 multiple. Soto and Willie B. Hartigan running the Ole Miss and multiple D. You guys see the players to watch. Robo, let me start with you. Rodney Dangerfield has been exactly that. He has been danger on the field all season long. What do you think about his play tonight? Will he be the key of the game, and what do you expect from him, and what is needed from him for a Georgia State victory?
Yeah, I think Rodney. This is finally the game he gets some respect, and I think him and Belushi are gonna take this game over.
Yeah, that's very possible. And then, Coach, on the other side of the ball here, we just talked about Central Florida. Duarte Sanchez, the former starting quarterback who started the first 3 games, led this team to a 3-0 record and has been the offensive player of the game in every single game, is now being replaced. Do you think this is a terrible time to make that switch for Central Florida, and do you think it will hurt them in the end?
Well, I mean, looking at the police report there, they didn't really have a choice. But yeah, this is painful. Old Sanchez has been one hell of a player all season long, a contender for MVP.
Yep.
And it's just a huge loss for them. I have a feeling we're not going to see a lot of a drop off. They've done a good job with their personnel. And old Lee King Snatch is going to be. I think we could get a little surprise here today.
You never know what will happen. Let me hit the chat real quick before we go down to the field. By the way, in Orlando, Florida, it's a nice, balmy 73 degrees at 10 o'clock at night. Partly cloudy, but other than that, it looks like it's going to be perfect weather for some football. In the chat, we've got Art Vandelay, Benji Matson, Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Coach Craven, Commander Root, Dave Axis, David Leathers, Doug Britton, Gunny McGuire, Caxips06, Lone Star Glory, Nat Zelly, Packer Fred, Sim Soccer Federation, Six Flags, Magic Mountain, and the Greg Soto. We are ready to hit the field, folks, so let's go down to the field in Orlando, and here come the Knights. And welcome everybody to Orlando, Florida at the Bright House Network Stadium here in Orlando. Central Florida Knights down with the Georgia Panthers getting ready to take the toss. It looks like Georgia State is calling tails. It is heads, so Central Florida wins and will kick. Georgia State choosing their side of the field. And here we go, folks. Number 2 versus number 1. This is what we're all here for tonight as the Knights kick off to Georgia State, and here comes the return all the way down to back to about the 30-something yard line, a 27-yard return for Steve Quinn. Robo, let me start with you. What does Georgia State need to do here on the road in this very first possession?
I mean, I think we got to contain the backup quarterback. I think it puts some pressure on him and cause some turnovers.
And then John Belushi there with an 11-yard reception. Coach, on the offensive side of the ball, what do you think about Georgia State and what they need to do here in this opening possession?
You know what? I think they just need to keep the pedal to the metal and foot on the gas and all that jazz and do their thing. They've got so much variety in that playbook, so much ability to do almost anything they need to do. And there's a play for every situation. I just think they need to just let it rip.
Yeah, Dangerfield had a great pass to a receiver that dropped it. This time he actually hits a defender, I believe, in the face. With a pass. That puts them at 3rd and 10. They're going to go 4 wide from the shotgun, single back, and they're going to run a draw play. Robo, not the best play in that situation, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, let's see what looks like face mask. This is going to work out okay.
So, Coach, I think Georgia State got lucky there with a really kind of a bad call there by Susie Grotch.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. You take the yards wherever you get them.
All right, here we go. They got a 1st and 10. They are on the Central Florida side of the field now, inside the 45. This time they are going to hand it off to John Belushi on the inside. He tells one man with a straight arm, get the fuck off me, with a 10-yard rush. And there you go, a little ground and pound there, Robo, for the Panthers here as they get inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Belushi just took that over. He went 10 yards and wasn't taking any prisoners.
And here comes Rodney Dangerfield with a little stutter step, turns it outside, inside the 20, down to the 15, possibly the 14 with a 19-yard rush. Coach, this is what we were talking about in pregame. Rodney is danger on the field.
Oh, absolutely. He is. Don't take your eyes off him. You never know what this play is going to hold. And it's almost never bad unless you're rooting against Georgia State.
Or unless you hold on to the ball too long and take an 8-yard loss instead of throwing the ball away. Daryl Moore with the first sack of the game. Robo, this is just a case of Rodney just holding on the ball too long.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there was nothing open there. He probably should have tossed that ball instead of taking the sack. But good idea not to throw an interception in the end zone.
Yeah, still not a terrible situation, just outside the 20. 2nd and 18, definitely very manageable. They can still get a first down inside the 5-yard line from the shotgun. Looks like the fullback or the tight end going in motion. Dangerfield with some decent protection, and he throws a pick, and this might be gone, folks. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50, and no, the receiver catches him, number 7. And, Coach, thank God for speedy receivers, or that guy's gone for a pick 6.
Yeah, wow, that was a fantastic recovery. I didn't think that guy had a chance of catching him. Look how far behind he is.
Yeah, Mark Matthews with the interception. Robo, what a momentum killer for Georgia State, unfortunately, on the road in their first possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was. But they got a chance now to maybe get a turnover themselves. I kind of slipped up a while ago and said the wrong team, but I think with this backup quarterback for Central Florida, they might be able to take advantage of that.
Well, Dick Insider with a 4-yard rush to the outside. That was a good first play, I think. Get the quarterback to help his nerves. First time he hands it off. This time he keeps it himself, and he gets drilled. Lee King's snatch just gets obliterated. Coach, have you ever seen a snatch hit that hard before?
Oh, not up close, because, actually, never mind. I'm going to leave that alone. Not up close, no, I have not.
All right, here goes the Lee King snatch, and he just has to throw the ball away. Robo, I got to tell you, and kind of to your point a little bit earlier, this backup quarterback now in the thrown into the limelight in the most important game of the season, potentially for the entire league, and he's definitely got that first possession jitters going on.
Yeah, I think Leaking Snatch is going to be sitting on the bench. Not only being Leaking Snatch, but maybe leaking his wounds as well.
There's always that possibility. The punt goes into the end zone for a touchback. That'll be Panthers ball at their own 20. Rodney Dangerfield from the shotgun again. He's got a halfback. He gives it to Belushi. Belushi on the outside, and that's a good, nice little 7-yard run, Coach. And, I think that they need to really solidify the run so Dangerfield can have some better passing opportunities.
Yeah, I agree. If they can do that and continue to do that, they were the last time. It was just a poor throw. The defense has to account for it, and that's going to open up passing lanes. And we'll see if they can do that. One bad throw. I'm rooting for Dangerfield. I think it's time for him to get the respect he deserves.
Well,
and
he definitely got some respect on that 13-yard rush for a first down. This time he goes back to Belushi. It is definitely the Belushi and Dangerfield back and forth show so far, Robo. You in favor of this little ground switch them up quarterback running back attack they're given?
Yeah, I am actually. I mean, they need to establish the run and really determine that they're going to take this game over and manage the clock.
Well, that time he's got some play action and throws it into an area with I think 2 or 3 Knights. It's almost picked off again. And at this point, I'm thinking maybe they need to stick to the run as Dangerfield passes again. And another bad pass. Coach, he's only 1 for 6 for 11 yards. Why not just stick to the run in that scenario?
Yeah, I mean, you can't be completely one-dimensional, but I think they're not doing a good job of getting him pass plays that work, that are safe for him. He's got the athletes. Do the quick stuff, let them catch and run. He doesn't have to get the yards through the air itself. He can let his guys do some of the work.
Yeah, I agree. Dave Axis in the chat saying, run the ball, Georgia State. This time, Lee King snatch with a fake handoff, runs it up the middle, quarterback keeper for about a 3-yard rush. Not a terrible run. I mean, 3 yards isn't bad. Let's see if he can get the nerves out here. He's got 3 receivers, 2 backs. Actually, it looks like the tight end lining up in the backfield. Change the play, check from the sideline. This time he gives the ball to, Dick Insider, Robo. He looked like he was 1 step away from breaking that for a first down.
Yeah, Dick Insider. What can I say? He almost finished the job.
Almost. It almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I don't think it counts in certain other situations. Lee King snatch under pressure. Great pressure by the defense, and he has to throw the ball away. We've been talking about it, Coach. Do you think, obviously, Georgia State knows about it. They've probably been planning this as well. Why not put some pressure on the new quarterback right from the get-go?
I don't care how talented they are. When you're a young quarterback, the game is coming at you fast, and to get some pressure on them and make it even faster and make them have to do their reads quicker, that can only yield positive, and I agree with you. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, UCF with all the defensive stats so far, a sack and interception and a pass breakup. Nothing defensively for Georgia State yet, as Rodney Dangerfield fakes the handoff to Belushi, goes up the middle. He's going to get – did he give him the first down? They did. He's going to get the 10 yards and a first down. 4 rushes for 34 yards, Robo. Quite the contrast to his dismal passing stats so far.
Yeah, so far they can't get the pass going, but obviously on his feet he's doing very well.
Dangerfield again with a 6-yard rush. He's 5 rushes now for 40 yards, averaging 8 yards a rush. Coach, you'll take that any day, every day, won't you?
Oh, absolutely. And, I said you can't be one-dimensional, but if they can't stop it, hey, keep running it. Keep doing it.
And there he is for another 8 yards and another first down. I'm saying, just keep running the ball. If you keep getting 8 yards, just keep running it until they stop you. Then worry about passing it. But instead, they're going to throw that stupid screen pass that I hate so much in Wyoming. But they're going to flag it again. Hold on. Another face mask. Yeah, another 15-yard face mask. That's 2 face masks now by Central Florida. Robo bailing Georgia State out on both those calls.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the one thing that we haven't really talked about is running that quarterback so many times, you run the risk of Dangerfield getting injured.
That's true. He's actually come out of one game earlier this season due to injury. His backup ended up getting player of the game that game. So we'll see, how that pans out today as he runs again. 2nd and 3 now. This time Belushi up the middle. Nice hole right up the middle. 7 yards, Coach. This running game by Georgia State can't seem to be stopped right now.
Oh yeah, they got all the horses. It's not just Dangerfield. Belushi's no slouch either.
And there's a short little pass and then a fumble. Is that a pass, a catch, and a fumble? It is.
I think that's going to get overturned. I could be wrong, but
here comes the replay. Let's see. I think that's Belushi out of the backfield. Oh, he looks like he makes a football move.
He does make a move.
That'll be interesting. Let's see if Susie Rottencrotch throws the red flag. As you can see, Willie B. Hardigan very happy on the sideline. Look at the total yards, 101 to only 13. But Georgia State, Robo, I feel like should be up 14-0 in this game already.
Yeah, absolutely. They've thrown 2 interceptions in the or an interception and a fumble in the red zone. You just can't do that.
No, terrible. And then Central Florida running up the middle, but what a very quick first quarter with no score. Coach, I got to say, if I didn't see the score and I only saw the game, I would think Georgia State would definitely be up. Has Central Florida just been lucky, or has their defense come up key in certain times?
Well, you could say that they've been lucky, but the defense has to make the plays. And they have. They've made a couple of good plays along the way there. And let's not forget that they've had Georgia State has had 2 plays or 2 drives helped along by face mask penalties. So It hasn't been completely dominant offense.
That's true. 2 face mask penalties and 2 turnovers. So it kind of balances out a little give and take as Dickon Sider rushes up the middle for 14 yards. And he had little turbo jets there, Robo. He really turned the speed on there.
And inside her is going quick. That's all I got to say. Dick inside her is going quick.
That's unfortunate. Screen pass out to the side. Aiden Graves, 7-yard reception. And now Central Florida with a little bit of momentum on the Panthers side of the field, inside the 45-yard line from the shotgun. Dick Insider checking the sideline for the play. Receiver coming in motion to the other side, single back. And he's going to run a little option, and he does. But Georgia State all over that, Coach. I know you love the option, but I'm not a big fan of running the option to the short side of the field.
Yeah, you're really counting on them to bite on the not the pitch man, but another flag. And if they don't, you got nowhere to go.
Yeah, this time Central Florida is shooting themselves in the foot with a false start. And that will push them back to a 3rd and 6. And we'll see how I'm not Dick Insider, sorry. Well, Dick Insider gets the fake, but I was thinking of Lee King Stash, who throws it to Dick Insider. He drops the ball. Lee King Stash now only 1 for 4 for 7 yards, and Central Florida having to punt. Robo, when you saw this game on the schedule after last week's game, number 1 versus number 2, both these teams scoring a decent amount of points throughout the season, I was thinking this is going to be a high-scoring affair, and it's been nothing but.
Yeah, I would say that too, but you don't become the number 1 and number 2 team without some kind of, really good defenses. So this has definitely been a game of defense, and, we'll see who can finally put some offense together.
Well, we'll see. Rodney Dangerfield this time. Nice pass over the middle. A jumping catch by Gunny Gunner. 16-yard reception, who is also their return man, so we know he has some speed. We need to look out for him later. If he gets open, he could be gone. 3 receivers, tight end in motion, single back from the shotgun. This time it goes to Dangerfield to the left side. Belushi, only a 2-yard run. Coach, that was probably the best pass of the game from Georgia Tech a moment ago.
Yeah, that was something else. And that catch by Gunner, I mean, knowing he's the kick returner, he's got balls of solid rock, but he showed him on that catch in the middle with defenders all around him.
Absolutely. Another run up the middle, first down. Georgia State, sorry, my bad. First and 10. This time he fakes to Belushi. Dangerfield's going to keep it. He's going to drag a defender with him for 7 yards. And now he's going over the 70-yard mark. Robo, you think Dangerfield might get tired, and like we saw in the first game, a quarterback running too much like Peter LaFleur did, going to affect his passing game later in the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Fatigue's going to play a factor. If Belushi can find those lines, I know he likes those white lines.
Yeah, he does.
He'll do great.
He does. There goes Belushi again up the middle for another 7-yard rush. 2nd and 3. Even Belushi looks winded as you see him getting up slow, Coach. Is this a time, as you can see now they're going to the huddle, and I was just going to ask, is this a time maybe you slow down that no-huddle offense?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Take a few minutes, give them a chance to catch their breath. Oh, got bad news there.
Yeah. Dangerfield with only a 1-yard gain, something like that. It looked like it was going to be a nice stiff arm there, but the defender held on. So now Georgia State 3rd and 3, pass over the middle, broken up by a defensive lineman. What's that all about? I guess he dropped that.
Blitz.
That must have been those two defensive linemen that don't play down for Old Dominion sometimes. 4th and 3. Dangerfield changing the play from the shotgun. 4th down. Here it comes over the middle. He's got a man open. He squeezes it in. Taylor Freeman, 7-yard reception. Ballsy call there, Robo, on 4th down, but you're kind of in that in-between spot between punting and kicking a field goal.
Yeah, you got to do it. So, luckily they found a way to get a pass off, which hasn't happened very much this game.
It hasn't. But there he gets another pass, Johnny Carson, for an 8-yard reception. And now on this drive, Coach, it seems like, they're getting 7-8 yards. Doesn't matter if they run the ball or pass the ball. That 7-8 yard, it's kind of like their lady jam right now.
A little bit, and there's a strong run. They're getting in a rhythm, and if they can continue that, they're just going to be scary because you got to worry about both things from them to do.
Yeah, it's Central Florida definitely on their heels right now as they do a little end around there. It looks like number 17, David Letterman, one of the receivers, with a 5-yard reception. Looked like a little jet sweep option maybe there. Puts them at 2nd and 5. This time they're going 3 receivers, a tight end, but they give it to Belushi up the middle for a 5-yard rush. He does get the first down. 1st and goal, Robo. Is this where they just run it up the middle and pound it in, or what are they going to do?
Yeah, you run it 3 times, and then if you have to, you run it 4 times.
And there it is. And Dangerfield keeps it, and he runs. He gets the 3-yard rush for the first touchdown of this game. Coach, we're almost at halftime. We're under 2 minutes left in the first half. We finally see our first score.
But I got to say, it's been an exciting game regardless. This is 2 high-quality teams on both sides of the ball. They punch, counter-punch, and finally one of them landed one.
Definitely living up to the hype so far. Georgia State strikes first blood. 1:54 left in the first half, up 7-0. Central Florida about 3 yards deep in the end zone. The return man is going to come out to the 20, 25, the 30, and Carter Fernandez with a 32-yard return. You got to love those kind of returns, Robo. I'm a big return guy. I love that kind of shit. How about you?
Yeah, it's a game of field position. So, yeah, 30 yards is fantastic. So, great job by that guy.
All right, Lee King Snatch going to see if he can finally get something going, and he does. A sweet slant over the middle to Dick inside, 11-yard reception. Coach, a little surprised they haven't run that earlier.
Yeah, we haven't seen that before, and maybe that's why it was so successful there, but I'm expecting to see it again.
Well, here he goes. Oh, here comes the screen pass. You see the stutter step, and Dick Insider breaks a tackle, tells the man to get the fuck off me, and he makes it to the 10-yard, or the first down marker, 1st and 10. Not one of my favorite plays, Robo, with the screen, but it worked there for them.
Yeah, he definitely went inside a defender and knocked him over, and we'll continue to do that.
And they come back and run the same exact play, this time for a 7-yard reception to Dick Insider one more time. Coach, back-to-back screenplays, really, but they're successful.
Well, they are. Well, they're getting a lot of pressure. I think that Georgia started to turn their ears back and go, and old Coach Hardigan saw that, and that's the time to bring out the screen.
Oh, no. And there is a reception. This could be a pick six, baby. 30, 25, 20. And it looks like he gone. And there it is. The first turnover for Central Florida. Ricky Robinson, the corner from Georgia State, with a pick six. And now Georgia State, Robo, in a blink of an eye, is up 2 scores, 14-0.
Yeah, I think we finally have a score that should have been in the first half, and Georgia State has earned this 2-touchdown advantage.
Coach, is that just another case of this, rookie quote unquote quarterback being a little nervous and maybe not having what it takes to play in a big game like this?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, the receiver was bracketed. You noticed on the replay that there was a defensive back over the top of him as well. And so,
Carter Fernandez with another great return, 39 yards. Coach, go ahead and continue.
Anyway, he was bracketed, and that's the thing with young quarterbacks. They get kind of focused on the receiver, and maybe they see one defensive back, but they don't see the second one. And, he thought he had the out with the defender over the top, and obviously he didn't. Here
he comes back this time. Going to hit Ryshawn Gonzalez for a 5-yard reception over the middle. Robo, with only a minute to play, 2 timeouts, 5-yard passes, maybe not what you want to do right here.
No, but I mean, they're continuing to move the ball. They do have a couple of timeouts, first down, so they're still in play.
Another screen pass, this time to Chris Harris for an 8-yard reception. The screen pass, surprisingly, has not been very successful in this league overall, but it's working tonight for the Knights. This time, Lee King Snatch, a wide open receiver, and then a great block by the other receiver as Aiden Graves gets a 15-yard reception down the sideline. That was a pretty block, Coach, there by the other receiver.
Love seeing that. I know some receivers don't do that kind of thing. They're just, a little bit too. They don't want to get their sleeves dirty or some shit.
Yeah. I resemble that remark. Lee King Snatch, 13-yard run, and that did not look like it was a design run. It looked like he did that on his own. So now he's got a man open in the back of the end zone, and he overthrows him. But now he's got some time. Robo, stop the clock. Let's huddle back up. Let's kind of get things under control. You've got some time. You've got some field to do. This is a good time for him to make his mark. Oh, I guess Robo's gone. This time, Dick Insider up the middle. Got the first down. We're under 30 seconds, folks. From the shotgun, Dick Insider, I don't know why he's taking so long to call this play. Let's go already. Man, he's got a man in the back of the end zone, but he's a little too far out. Coach, he had another wide open man at the front of the end zone. I'm not sure why he didn't hit that guy.
Well, again, young quarterback. It's just, I got to say, he's responding very well on this drive, those two notwithstanding.
He is. This time, though, you hand the ball off. You've only got 1 timeout in 20 seconds. Not crazy about that call. Let's see if they can get another call off before they have to call another timeout. We're down to 7, 6, 5. Oh, what's the call? False start. So does the clock stop? This is back in 2014. I don't remember what the rules were back then, but they're gonna have to go. They're gonna go for the field goal. There you go. Well, Robo, are you back with us?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm back.
no worries. I don't know if you saw, Knights had a great chance, great opportunity to put the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. They have to settle for a field goal due to, I think, some bad play calling. What are your thoughts on that last 3 or 4 plays?
Yeah, I think the bad play calling, they had the timeouts, but I think it was more having a backup quarterback and the time management was just not very good.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Now we're going to go to the half, folks. Georgia State up 14-3. This is the All-American Coaching League at the half report, brought to you by the All-American Coaching League. We don't have a sponsor, so there it is. Georgia State, number 2. Central Florida, number 1. Robo, I'll start with you. Georgia State up 14-3. They missed some opportunities, but they got some face mask calls that kind of balance each other out. We thought they should have gone up offensively 14-0. They end up doing it defensively. And then Central Florida with the field goal at the end of the half. Give me your thoughts about the first half. Who do you think is sitting in a better position right now, and what do you expect in the second half?
Yeah, I think Georgia State could very easily be up 28-3 right now. With those 2 defensive turnovers. But we're at home. We're at Central Florida. We're at home, and they're still within 2 touchdown striking distance of winning this game. So don't count the home team out.
All the stats pretty even except for the rushing yards for Georgia State, and then that extra turnover, which was super important, Coach, the pick 6, kind of the difference in the game. Big mental difference, you think, going into the half down 14-3 versus 7-3, or do you think it's all the same?
Well, not so much. It depends on how the quarterback can deal with it. It's not insurmountable by any stretch, and they do get the ball second half. Now he just needs to go out and put together a good drive, some points. You're back in the game. Even if it's just a field goal, you're back in the game, and then it's on the defense to get some stops.
Yeah, and here's another penalty. This time, a block in the back by Central Florida. Looks like a clip. Central Florida's return man has been playing really well, so you never know. He could break one and make a difference in this ballgame for sure. You can see Willie B. Hardigan not happy and pointing out to the referees that call was complete bullshit. That's what I was reading the lips. That's what I thought it was. All right, here we go. Leaking snatch. Quick bubble screen, it looks like, to the outside, but that went nowhere. Wang Fat with a 1-yard loss. Robo, if you run that, you got to have some blocking. There's no blocking on that play whatsoever.
Yeah. A guy like Wing Fat has got to, be able to catch that ball and turn quickly.
And he's hurt.
Looks like somebody might be hurt.
That was Wang Fat. He's hurt too. Go ahead and continue.
No, but your quarterback's got to get it out of his hands quicker.
Yeah, that's true too. And again, maybe just as inexperience. Changing the play. Here's the quarterback. He's going to hit the, I think it's the tight end. It might be the receiver. Aiden Graves for a 9-yard reception. Not terrible. It's very manageable. 3rd and 2. Central Florida in the hurry-up offense. Lee King sticking with the shotgun. 3 wide. It looks like the tight end is sit back a little bit. He's got a back in the backfield, a man in motion. Now he's got 2 backfield. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And they're going to run the option, which I know Coach loves that. Coach, they didn't break it for a lot, but enough for the first down.
That was beautiful. I'm harder than Chinese algebra right now.
Hey-o. All right, empty backfield this time. 5 wide, receiver in motion to the backfield. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep it. He looks a little confused on where to go, and he only picks up 3 yards. Lee King snatched 4 rushes for 16 yards. 4 yards a carry, not a terrible average, but he's definitely going to need to break some of those open if they want to get back in this game. Checking the sideline for the play from the shotgun. This time, Dick Insider up the middle, goes off to the left side for a 4-yard rush. Robo, I know there's lots of time left in this game, but I'm a little concerned at how many yards per play Central Florida is settling for right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that goes back to the quarterback. We had another false start here going on, but when Lee King Snatch had a chance to run the ball, instead of running it north south, he ran it east west.
Injury report real quick. Wang Fat shin splints out for 2 quarters, so I don't think that he will be back in this game. I don't know who the backup for him. I think he's like the 3rd receiver anyway, so I'm not sure who will be taking his place. Central Florida, a successful pass along the sideline, but not enough for a first down, and they are going to have to punt. It is 4th and 8, and we'll see. I think I don't remember who the return guy is. It's Gunny, right? Gunner. Oh, it's Johnny Carson this time. Gunny Gunner must be the kick returner. Okay. So Johnny Carson with a short return there. Coach, this is a great opportunity for Georgia State to go down and really start to put the nail in the coffin here.
Yeah, they really can. If they string together one of their patented two-headed monster running the ball,
right,
and most of this clock down and go and score, that may in fact be be insurmountable for
and
Central Florida.
Speak of the devil. Oh my gosh. First Rodney Dangerfield and now John Belushi, and he is gone for a 51-yard touchdown run. And Robo, I don't even know what to say. First of all, he just ran that guy over like he wasn't even there. But 2 plays, a 13-yard rush by Dangerfield and now the 50-yard plus run from Belushi, and Georgia State is really putting their stamp on this game.
Absolutely. Belushi just ran all over that defender and put his stamp on this game. Belushi is definitely not a blues brother in this game.
No, he was more like a bruise brother that time, putting the bruise on that Central Florida defender. 2 yards deep from the end zone. Is that Fernandez? It is Carter Fernandez, 21-yard reception that time. Coach, Central Florida is a little desperate mode here. What do they need to do?
Hey, every time Georgia State scores, the temperature goes up in the room, doesn't it? I still say just focus on this drive, points on this drive. Try to get it done before the 4th quarter, and then the defense needs to get you some chances. They need a turnover. They need to force turnovers. But it starts with scoring now.
And there we go. A nice little pass. This time he connects, and there's there's a straight arm. Aiden Graves, a 12-yard reception, and another 2-yard straight arm in the face of the Georgia State defender. Robo, that was a man's play right there.
Yeah, that was in your face.
That looked like a straight-up punch.
He did. I think he's probably getting a little pissed off right now about the way this game is going. I look like they were going to run. I saw the stutter step. Looked like they were going to run the screen. Georgia State had it covered. He had to throw the ball away. Coach, that was great defense by Georgia State right there.
Yeah, it was. They've gone to that well one too many times, and Georgia State's like, no. We're not going to get fooled that well.
Oh, then they come right back and do it again, and this time they're all over it again. 4 tacklers, a gang tackle on Dick Insider. What do you think about the gang tackling on Dick Insider, Robo?
Yeah, I think they've ran the quarterback so many times that sometimes you can't go leaking snatch. Sometimes you just got to go to Dick Inside.
I agree. Although it's not working quite as bad. Art Vandelay, AACL, what's up? Good to see you. Dick Insider, this time with a 9-yard rush. It's going to be 4th and 1. Is he getting up slow, or is he just pissed off? It looks like he's just pissed off. And now Central Florida, I don't know, Coach. 4th and 1 right here. Down 17, 18 points. Should they be going for it, you think?
I think I would. I mean, in a way, what have you got to lose here? It's a chance to change the momentum, and they didn't take it.
It is. Obviously, Georgia State dominating the first half in yards, second half, and overall, it's been pretty much all Georgia State this game. One big run by Belushi and a pick 6 has really been the difference. 14 of Georgia State's 21 points. Dangerfield from the shotgun. There's the stutter step on the other side, and Central Florida saying not this time. 11-yard sack on Dangerfield by the Central Florida defense. And Robo, that's probably one of the best defensive plays Central Florida's made all day.
Yeah, it's about time we had some positive to say about Central Florida. This is a great team. I don't know what their struggles are today, but that was a great defensive call.
It was, and you know what? This is dangerous pick 6 area. right here as well, as he hits a receiver over the middle, and he cannot hold on to it. Another great defensive play, and now all of a sudden the Central Florida defense coach is hitting hard, and they're in the right places, and it looks like they're playing a little pissed off.
Yeah, you wonder where that was earlier, but although, to give them credit, they were doing well until the turnover. And
this time he hits Taylor.
Jinxed him.
Yeah, well, he hits Taylor Freeman for a 27-yard gain. I believe I saw the defender slip, though, and fell down, and that's why the receiver was wide open. So good read by Rodney Dangerfield, gives them the 1st and 10. We got 1:38 left here in the third quarter. Dangerfield with the quarterback keeper. 2 defenders had a chance to tackle him for a loss. He sheds both of them and gets a 5-yard run, but he ran about 30 yards to get it, Robo.
Yeah, I mean, Dangerfield's having a hell of a game. He's putting this game on his shoulders. He's breaking tackles. Quarterbacks aren't supposed to be doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So he's really playing amazing.
He has a little screen pass off to the side. I think they got 1 yard on that, if I'm not mistaken. Dangerfield again, 3rd and 4. Great protection, but he throws the ball away anyway. A little surprising from a veteran quarterback. Let me check the chat real quick. We've got Art Vandelay, Benji Matson, Biff Mark, and Bob Funk, Commander Root, Dave Axis, David Leathers, Doug Britton, E-Rabs, Fanny Tick, Gunny, Caxips06, Lone Star Glory, Packer Fred, Six Flags, Magic Mountain, and the Greg Soto in the house. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is game 2 of week 4. I'm sorry, game 2 of night 3 of week 4 in the All-American Coaching League, brought to you by Axis Sports. This is the number 1 and number 2 teams in the nation in the All-American Coaching League. As Lee King Stats throws it up for grabs, and it's almost picked off. Coach, I'm not sure how to feel about that. I feel kind of happy that he had the balls to throw it, but I feel bad that he threw it right to the defenders.
I think that was kind of preordained. You're going downfield. He just sort of robotically followed what the play called for, and he wasn't doing a good job looking around.
No, not at all. And then he just throws another one right there. So now they're in the 3rd and 10. Only 42 seconds left in third quarter. The number 1 team in the nation, only 3 points scored. But for those of you joining us, they are playing with their backup quarterback tonight due to a rules infraction by their starting quarterback, who was 3-0 and one of the stars of this league before he tried to steal a BMW. More on that later, as Central Florida has to punt again. We're down to 20 seconds left, and from the 19-yard line, looks like that's Johnny Carson. Once again, a 10-yard return. Lone Star Glory, we cannot comment on that. We're going to have to let the investigation do its thing, and if he's found guilty, he'll have his day in court, but we can't talk about that on the air. Nice little sideline run there. I don't even know what that was. The Steve Quinn coach. That was a fast play.
Yeah, he didn't mess around with that one. That was the way it was supposed to go.
1st and 10, 45-yard line, 44-yard line. Dangerfield from the shotgun, receiver in motion. He's going to get the handoff. I thought he was going to go end around there, but he ends up cutting it up the middle. David Letterman for a 10-yard rush, another first down. That should about wrap up the third quarter. Robo, you a little surprised? I think at halftime we thought maybe Central Florida would have showed up a little better. You a little surprised at this 21-3 score after 3 quarters?
Yeah, I'm super surprised. Down by 3. They've had a couple of 4th and short opportunities, and they haven't taken them. At some point, they're going to have to start taking some risk.
Yeah, they probably are. This should be the last play they have here. Run up the middle by Belushi, and he's going to fumble. Did he fumble? Or was he just rolling on top of players? I couldn't even tell. That's the end of the third, folks. Get your 69s up in the chat. And Georgia State up 21-3. Georgia State, the second-ranked team in the All-American Coaching League, over the number 1 team, Central Florida. Coach, what do you think about these first 3 quarters?
Well, we thought we saw some momentum out of the Central Florida, and it was only their defense. And I think their defense was pretty let down by the effort of the offense after that stop, because we're seeing Georgia State get back to running the ball right now. Yeah,
Belushi up the middle for another first down. Robo, do you think that really this just boils down to having to play the backup quarterback against the other best team in the country?
Yeah, I think it really does. The coaches have to do what they have to do. Will he be hard again? Is up to be decided. But after this game, probably not tonight.
Probably not tonight. This time, it looks like Belushi up the middle once again. Coach, what are your thoughts on that? Is it just come down to if what was the quarterback's name for Central Florida? It just escaped me.
Sanchez.
Yeah, Doherty Sanchez. If he was the quarterback, do you think this would be a different game right now?
Well, certainly the results of the previous 3 games tell us that it might. Yeah, it'd be closer because, as we all know, he was having a hell of a season. So yeah, I think it's pretty. It'd be pretty hard to say otherwise. It's just a big loss, and they're battling admirably, but they haven't been able to make up for the difference.
Yeah, it's hard to go into battle without your leader, especially in such an important game. That's like the 3rd time, I think, between the 2 games we've seen a false start inside the 10-yard line. I don't know what's going up with that. I'm going to have to check the settings after tonight's games and see if that's an issue. It hasn't been an issue before tonight. Maybe it's just a tonight thing. I don't know. But inside the 5-yard line now, 1st and goal. There is – it's not Belushi this time. It's the backup, Steve Quinn, for a 2-yard rush. Freddie already calling the game. Damn. Damn, Freddie. Did you drive Merlin Olsen to the booth or something? This time, Steve Quinn with the second effort gets into the end zone. And Robo, I got to say, 28-3 under 4 minutes. This might be unsurmountable at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to need some defensive turnovers. I mean, I guess we could ask Freddie. Apparently, his internet speed's a lot faster than ours, so maybe he can tell us who's going to win this game.
Apparently.
It's so much faster. He sees the future.
He sees the future. That's the kind of internet speed I needed the other night. Damn. And speak of returns, or defensive plays, you said, but I'm still returns. Carter Fernandez with another 37-yard return. Coach, he's been really well. He just is like very close to breaking one.
I started to say after his last return. I started to say after his last return that I just feel like he's going to pop one of these at some point. He hasn't done it yet, but it's really good.
He's come really close a couple of times. Apparently, that not a fumble, Biff Markham. Apparently, he was passing. That was an incomplete pass. I guess another screen pass because when you're down 25 points with 3.5 minutes, nothing says nothing better than throw a screen pass, I guess. I don't understand what's going on here.
Honestly, if I'm Central Florida at this point, I'm just trying to put something together and have some momentum for next week.
Yeah, I think we're at the point where Lee King Snatch needs to start just firing the ball up. Gunny says putting Carter Fernandez as the Wildcat quarterback. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Dick and Sider up the middle. Again, they're sticking to short pass plays and run plays. I mean, Bruce, Robo, I can understand the conservative play calling with this quarterback, but not at this juncture in the game.
No, they're. I don't understand this either. I'm kind of baffled why everything's so short.
I know, and maybe Georgia State just has, their DBs are just covering the secondary so well they just don't have the options. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. And when you change quarterbacks like that, you find out there's things you were able to do that you can't do anymore. And I just think they're trying to protect his psyche because this is probably going to have to be their quarterback for the rest of the season. And you don't want to break him too early. You can really break a guy's spirit. I just think they're trying to get him in a rhythm and be, they can go into film and say, look how you look when you're doing it right, and we're gonna build on that.
Right.
And,
Art Vandelay saying he used to sell Dickens cider in Miami many years ago. I'm sure you did. I don't think that's a legal way to make money, Art, but, to each their own. Central Florida from the shotgun, 2.5 minutes to play. And there he had a man wide open. And, Robo, he just can't seem to be on target at all tonight.
No, he's very off with that ball. I don't know if the ball's slipping out of his hands, but he needs to start, licking his fingers or something to get a better grip on that.
Something. Yeah, I'm a little bummed out that he wasn't able to step up and play a better game. 16 of 29, 129 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception that was a pick six. And Greg Soto's calling his quarterback sloppy in the chat. And then another screen pass for a 3-yard gain. We are now under 2 minutes. That's going to bring them a 4th and 4. Obviously, they need to go for this at this juncture. And I just don't even know what to say, you guys. I'm feeling really disappointed in Lee King Snatch's performance. And he's 4th and 4. He puts it up in the corner. Is that intercepted? Oh, oh my God. What?
Are you kidding me?
Get out of here. Wow.
That play by that receiver.
I don't know who that was, but what a catch. Out jumping the defender. And finally, Central Florida, with 1:40 left in the game, gets in the end zone. Hopefully an onside kick is coming. Onside recovery here, Robo, would make this a very interesting game. And there it is. There it is.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
wait, then he dropped it. He fumbled it. Oh. Wait. Oh, illegal touch before 10 yards. Damn it. That was so close.
Oh, who's that? Bernard Johnson?
I guess so.
Yeah, he got it there a little too quick.
He caught that in stride, though. I thought he was gone with it. That was really close to being a great play. And now it's just time for Georgia State to run the ball, run out the clock. Belushi with another big gain and a first down. Coach, this is pretty much the ball game now. Georgia State undoubtedly will become the #1 team in the nation next season. It's very well deserved, but let's talk about the Central Florida side. Do you think the voters take into consideration the fact that they weren't playing with their all-star quarterback?
They should. They certainly should. But they also have to take into account what happens going forward, because there's no indication we're going to have Sanchez back. So, you have to look at that and wonder. But I don't think a team. You just have to look at the totality of the season. It shouldn't drop that far. There's only going to be a handful of teams. What do we got? 2 unbeatens right now left.
Well, let's see.
3?
I think it's 3. I think there were 5. Wyoming lost, and now it's Central Florida, so it leaves. It's Georgia State, Washington State, and who's the number 4 team in the country? Whoever that is. Let me think. Who is that?
I don't think there's any 4-0 teams except for now Georgia State, if I remember right.
Well, no, but Washington State is still 3-0, at least going into this next game. And then,
right.
Let me see. I'm going to pull up the poll right now. Oh, Akron. Akron is 3-0 still, and they play tomorrow night. So you've got Washington State, and you've got Akron, the last 2, and then Georgia State obviously makes 3.
Right.
Yeah, but I think after the performance Georgia State had and beating the #1 team, they're definitely going to be the #1 team in my book.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. And, Coach, you have a chance to upset the rankings yourself here momentarily after this game as your Air Force Falcons take on the undefeated Washington State Cougars after this game.
Yeah, who knows how that'll go. But to that point, if we can pull that off, and somehow Akron loses tomorrow night, then why does UCF fall that far down the polls?
Right.
As far as I'm concerned. So
right.
We'll see what happens. That's obviously there's still some things that have to happen before we have the full picture. Hell of a game, interesting game. Georgia State.
Well, as we see here, 370 total yards to 242. Central Florida with the passing yards edge, which I'm a little surprised by. Only 27% on third down conversion, Robo. That's hard to win a game when you only have 27% third down conversion rate.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta convert on third down.
As we go to player stats real quick before we move on to the next game, Lee King snatched 18 of 31, 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Dickens Sider, 12 rushes for 78 yards. On the receiving side, nobody really standing out. Dickens Sider, actually, the running back, with the most receiving yards. Defensively, a couple sacks by Daryl Moore. Interception by Matthews, it looks like. I thought we saw some more sacks, or maybe I'm mistaken. Hold on. No, I guess not. I guess they're just the 2 sacks by the same player. The one field goal, I believe, by Lazarus Peacock. And as you see the rest of the special team stats, punt return, Fernandez. I want to see the. Hold on. Where did they fly right by the kick return? 4 returns for 128 yards, 32 yards average. Not bad for Carter Fernandez on that. Moving over to Georgia State, Dangerfield, 9 of 18, only 50%, no touchdowns and 1 interception. But as we know, he did it all with his legs. Look at this, you guys. Look at the rushing between these two. 114 for Dangerfield, 147 for Belushi. And Belushi averaging almost a first down by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belushi had great yards, but I would definitely put Dangerfield as my player of the game. He may not get it, but he's my player of the game.
This is the most blocking stats I think I've seen in any game. What a job by that Georgia State offensive line. Unbelievable. Wow. Going on to the defensive stats, sacked by Jackson, it looks like. The 64-yard pick 6. And that's about it, I guess. Nothing else really standing out on the defensive side of the ball. 4 extra points for Mike Clark, the kicker. And there's the rest of your special team stats, and that'll wrap up the player and team stats for this game as we move on to the post game. And as we move into the post game, before we actually talk about the post-game stats, Robo, give me your final thoughts on this game as we wait for that to load.
Yeah, I think we still have 2 quality teams. Central Florida's not going to fall too far down, but I think Willie has to gather his team back together, go back to the basics, and figure out how to use this young quarterback as what looks to be his future quarterback. So
right, as you see the post-game stats here, a dominating second quarter by Georgia State. You see the stats that we already saw. Moving on to players of the game, Dickens Sider, 12 carries, 78 yards, 8 receptions, 51 yards. Daryl Moore, 7 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. Georgia State side, Belushi actually gets player of the game, 16 carries, 147 yards, and a touchdown. 2 receptions for an additional 16 yards. And then Ricky Robinson, the cornerback, that had the pick 6, 2 tackles, a tackle for loss, and a 60-plus yard pick 6. Coach, let me go to you now. I already asked Robo your thoughts on this number 1 versus number 2 game where the number 2 team just seemed to dominate the number 1 team at home on their home field for almost the entire game.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a letdown. I think for some people, you can certainly number 1 versus number 2 is supposed to be an epic kind of thing, and Central Florida is always going to be like, they're going to feel like, what if? What if you actually could buy a BMW with food stamps? They wouldn't be in this position, and
Right.
it just. I think both of these teams are going to see each other again later. I actually am calling it right now. I think Leaking Snatch is going to get it figured out. They had a nice start to the season. They can afford to take a couple games to figure that out. But this game wasn't, it wasn't battle of the century like we were hoping. But it's okay.
Yeah, it's well, not quite. I think the first half was. I think we were both impressed with the first half. But moving on to the next game, before I let you go, I know Coach is going to stick around with me, and I believe Penis Slaughter, I think, or maybe Bob Funk. I'm not sure. Actually, no, Coach, you're not sticking around. Maybe it is Penis Slaughter and Bob Funk. Either way, let me ask both of you then before you guys bounce. Coach, let me start with you since this is your game and you need to go anyway, probably. You've been the recipient of a little bit of bad luck with some quarterback injuries in those first 2 games, but you're in prime. This is a night of upsets. It's been a week of upsets already. How do you feel about Air Force continuing that trend?
Obviously I'm rooting for it. The question I think for force for us, and what we've been looking at all week, is we need to force more turnovers and more 3-and-outs defensively. It's been our defense that's really kind of let us down. The offense needs to run the ball and be able to kind of build up that momentum and just kind of bludgeon people. Yeah, the quarterback needs to stay healthy. That'd sure help a lot. But, I've been putting it on the defense to step up a little bit and start giving us more opportunities. If we can do that, who knows what'll happen. Washington State looks pretty good.
They do look pretty good. Robo, as you've seen these teams, I would say if you look at the top 5, 6, 7 teams, especially the undefeated teams, Washington State to me seems like the surprise team. What have you seen in them this season that's made them so good, and what do you expect from them tonight?
Yeah, I just think they've been, consistent behind Cliff Allen. They're obviously their offense is run balanced, but I think it's more of a talk about Air Force and maybe getting away from that option and those kind of things could probably help them a little more. Okay,
well, I appreciate both of you guys being in the booth tonight. I don't have it up in front of me, but I'm hoping that we've got the other guys ready to go to jump in here. So I want to say thank you to both of you for helping me call the number 1 and number 2 game of the week. And, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep, good luck, Coach.
All right, everybody, it's time for the nightcap. We are about to go into our last game of the night. The 5th-ranked Washington State Cougars traveling to the 20th-ranked Air Force Falcons. I am joined in the booth tonight by Penis Slaughter and Bob Funk. Penis, welcome back to the booth. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, Dave. Thanks for having me again tonight. Looking forward to another fun game.
Yeah, of course. I think this one's going to be an exciting one. Bob Funk, so. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good. How you doing, Dave?
I'm hanging in there. I was all hyped up for that number 1 versus number 2, and I think we had a great first half. I was a little let down in the second half, but overall not a bad game. But let's focus on this game now for a moment.
I was really let down by leaking snatch in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people are let down by leaking snatch. Let me ask you guys, Penis, let me start with you. I was just asking Robo and Coach kind of the same thing. Washington State, definitely the surprise team this season. I think if you look at the top 5 or 6, 7 teams along with Akron, what have you seen in this team so far that's been so impressive to take them to a 3-0 record and a number 5 ranking? And what do you expect to see from them tonight?
I think they got a real good balance in their game. They got Jack Marius, who is always close to player of the game. Len Dawson plays well. They got a really balanced team, and they've been showing it on the field.
Yeah, they absolutely have. Bob Funk, let me ask you the same thing real quick before we go over the graphic here. Well, kind of the same thing, but on the other side. Air Force, they were in some close games. They've had some bad luck with some quarterback injuries, especially the first couple weeks. I don't think their record shows how good of a team they really are. What do you expect from Air Force tonight?
I mean, Air Force really needs to protect Raylan Givens because those first 2 weeks when he got injured, it's just their whole game changed, and they can't have that happen again. Yeah,
I agree with that. As we're getting ready we're preparing the field, getting things ready. As you look at the players to watch, Len Dawson, Jack Marius, Tack Theratrix, I fuck that name up every time. He was the play of the week. A couple weeks ago, I do it. It's so fucking hard.
It's the worst name of the. That is the worst name of the league.
I think somebody called him Jack Tax the Rich or something at one point. But I think that one game he had 200 yards rushing. He is a formidable halfback back in this league. He's one of the best. Murgatroyd Skittles is an outstanding receiver. Bob Funk, let me go to you real quick on the players to watch. Those three, as you notice, we usually have 2 offensive players and 2 defensive players, but Washington State's offensive attack is so great. They rated having 3 offensive players on this. What do you think about this? These 3 players in this Washington State offensive attack?
I mean, like you said, Jack Marius, he's he is a force to be reckoned with in this league. He's his name sucks, but he has been a real force. And then Megatroid, that's another good receiver in this league.
Yeah. He is really good. And then on the other side, Penis Slaughter, let me ask you, we've talked about Raylan Givens. We know they have a great backup because he has come in and played well. Dixie Normus, we know, is an outstanding receiver in this league as well. And then you've got those defensive end bookends of Beef Wellington and Pussy Galore, who we will call their names lots during this game tonight. What stands out the most to you on this Air Force roster?
I think those two defensive ends could be impressive if they put it all together both at the same time. It could really be a force to be reckoned with coming after the quarterback and edge rushers.
All right, well, that's the pregame. Folks, we're about to go down the field. Before we do, I did want to say one thing. I was holding on to it to the end of the game, and then I forgot to mention it. But on the last game, in the Pick'ems, the AACL crew, the crowd, the peeps, they chose Georgia State 14-10 in the upset. So now AACL, the community is 2-0 in upsets this week. Also choosing UNLV over Washington last night. So let's go down to the field as we go to Colorado Springs, Colorado, at the Air Force Academy, where it's 41 degrees and partly cloudy. And here come the Falcons.
This is another one of those pick'em games.
Oh yeah, was it like 19-4 or something though?
Yeah, 19-4.
Yeah. All right, everybody, welcome to Colorado Springs, Colorado, Falcon Stadium here in the mountains of Colorado, where the Air Force Academy is. We've got the coin toss. Washington State calls tails. It is tails. They win the toss. They choose to kick. Air Force will receive to begin the game.
27, deep to return.
As he takes it around the goal line out to about the 20-something yard line. 24-yard return by Hans Gruber, the return man for Air Force. And Air Force in their blue, their famous blue uniforms. The Cougars going with some silver pants, white jerseys, and silver helmets. Walton Goggins with an 8-yard rush. And Penis, that guy had some wheels on him. That play went so fast I barely blinked, and he was already, getting up from being tackled.
He did. I didn't get a chance to even see the whole play.
It happened so fast. Here comes the option. And Hans Gruber not only gets the pitch and the yards, but he takes a man with him for a 9-yard carry. Bob Funk, this is the Air Force team that everybody's been waiting to see.
This is what you expect out of this offense. It just hasn't happened yet this season.
Yeah, they definitely had their moments, but like we said earlier in the pregame, injuries have definitely hurt this Air Force team. There is another option, run perfectly again. And is that Goggins again? Who's this? Yeah, Goggins with a 16-yard rush that time. If Air Force slows down for even a moment, I'll see if I can hit the chat real quick. But I don't know if Air Force is going to give me the opportunity. This time they run it again. They run it to perfection once again. Hans Gruber this time with a 6-yard rush as Air Force continues with the hurry-up. Art Vandelay, Biff Markham, Commander Root, Dave Axis, David Leather, E-Rabs, Fanny Tick, Gunny McGuire, Caxip06, Lone Star Glory, Packer Fred, and Six Flags Magic Mountain in the house tonight. And this time he's going to quarterback keeper all the way around the end to the 20, the 15, the 10, down to about the 5 or 6 yard line. Raylan Givens with a 30-yard rush. And Penis, it does not get any prettier than that in this Air Force offense.
Yeah, I got to be worried with Coach Woody Hayes sitting next to me. His boner must be on fire.
And Fuego. Down to the 6 yard line, 1st and goal for the Falcons. Man in motion, here they come again. He's going to keep, this time Washington State's all over it. He gets a 1 yard gain. But Bob, it's a little harder to run that when you don't have a lot of extra field.
You got to run that to the wide side of the field. I hate running that option to the narrow side.
Yeah, as they run it again to the narrow side. But this time, Raylan just runs over the defenders, and he... Don't even tell me he's hurt already. Oh,
he's hurt again.
God. And I thought he got in the end zone. That wasn't a touchdown?
He's at the goal line.
Wow, 3rd and goal. Raylan Givens is hurt again. And now, again...
At least got touchdown getting hurt.
Wow, I don't know what's going on with these refs tonight. That's the 4th false start inside the 10-yard line. There was 1 or 2 in the first game, 1 or 2 in the second game, and now we already have 1 in this game. I mean, Penis, this is terrible. You're marching downfield, you got all the momentum, then your quarterback gets hurt, you get a penalty, and you're just shooting yourself in the foot.
Yep, and I think Givens has some vaginitis going on. That's a touchdown.
He might. Kyle Peterson this time, though. Kyle Peterson is a great backup, and he's actually been, I believe, player of the game in the game that he had to back up Givens before. So I don't think they take a huge hit. I think the one game, if you guys, either of you remember, the one game where they take a bigger hit is where they had to go to their 3rd-string quarterback, and let's hope that doesn't happen tonight. Air Force with the extra point to go up 7-0. Bob, impressive, even with the penalty and the injury, impressive first drive by Air Force.
Yeah, I mean, they executed their offense to perfection on that drive, and that's why they got the touchdown.
Yeah, great.
Excited Woody Hayes is on the sideline there.
Yeah, he was. Did you see him? He's all pumped up, and he's
yeah.
like, it's okay. I got a couple quarterbacks. I'm good.
Doesn't even want to stand up.
Now let's see if this Washington State offense can pick up where they've left off the last couple weeks. Under center, nice little 5-step drop, beautiful pass right over the middle to Ben Friend, 12-yard reception or Freond. What the fuck, dude? You know what? I might ban Cliff.
Yeah, I got nothing with that one.
I might ban Cliff Allen from this league. I'm just saying. Another pass to the sideline to the same guy, Ben, for 7-yard reception. And Penis, I don't know. What do you think? Should we just get rid of Washington State or what?
I think they got a good team, Dave. Let's keep them out.
This time they're going to go to Jack Marius. Tax the rich is his slogan, apparently. He loses 3 yards, though. You know, Bob, if you're looking at the Washington offense as an Air Force defensive coordinator, it seems like you want to really kind of, you know, focus on Jack Marius and see if you can contain him.
Yeah, you do. And an injury update real quick, Dave. Raylan Givens, sprained back, out for the game.
Oh, my God, dude. Coach just must be losing his shit right now over this. This is, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about this. That poor guy. Unbelievable. All right, well, here comes the little swing pass to the right. I don't know who that is. Jason Holland, 18-yard reception. Nice and wide open. Nice little play up the sideline. Penis, it looks like Washington State's responding well against the first drive of Air Force.
They are. They're coming back and responding. That's how you're supposed to do it, right?
Exactly. Oh, man. Unbelievable. So Jack Marius this time, I don't know what he even got there. A few yards? 5 yards.
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
2 yards. 2 yards.
Okay, here we
5
go.
yards.
This time, Jack Marius again up the middle. And I got to say, Penis, I think Air Force is definitely focusing on Jack Marius. It looks like Washington State might have to win this game through the air if they're going to win.
I think so, and he can go fuck himself if he's going to go tax the rich, by the way.
Another false start. I don't know what's going on with the false starts tonight, but it is what it is. I mean, last week we had some games that didn't even have penalties, and this week we can't get away from them. So, welcome to the sim world, everybody.
Must be the gloves, man.
It must be. Must be the money. All right, here we go. From the shotgun, Washington State. Oh, it's tipped, and he still catches it anyway. Nice play by John Lake, Bob Funk. A 7-yard reception off a tipped ball.
Yeah, that's a great concentration by Lake there.
Well, you know what they say, and you know what they say about tipped balls. As the field goal goes through the uprights, Washington State has to settle for a field goal. Still an impressive drive, an impressive response overall, and we've got a 7-3 game. Let's see if anybody else jumped in the chat. I think I said everybody. Biff Markham, maybe. I don't know if I caught you last time, but Oh, I did. Okay. All right. Here we go. Return out to the 27-yard line by Hans Gruber. Air Force with their backup quarterback, who is almost as good as their starting quarterback and has played really well and has a little bit of experience. He is a junior. He has played this week already, or this season already, I mean. And he's already been a player of the game. And look at that, you guys. He says, I'm no backup quarterback with a 24-yard pass to Ryan Kennedy.
Nice route, nice throw, nice play action.
Yeah, Kyle Peterson is a very adequate backup.
Yeah, he might. You know what? I would actually say he might be the best backup in all of the AACL. He's definitely probably had the most experience with as much as Givens goes down. 2nd and 7. We're already down to a minute in this first quarter. This time he hits a fullback up the middle, and that's a beast-looking fullback. Bob Funk, that Boyd Crowder, he's never missed a meal in his life, it looks like.
Boyd Crowder, he's a nasty individual.
And they give it to him again right up the middle, and he's just carrying defenders with him, another 7 yards. And I don't know. It looks like Air Force can run the ball to the left, to the right, with their quarterback, with the running back, with the halfback, and now with the fullback. The third straight time. Penis, this is 3 straight carries by Boyd Crowder for a total of 25 yards. He is a man among boys right now.
I'm just imagining the smile on Coach Woody Hayes' face right now watching this offense go down.
And there is that him again? This time only at 3 yards. Yep. Oh man, tell me.
Boyd again?
No, who's that? Is that Boyd hurt again?
Oh God!
What is going on with this Air Force team?
That's Boyd. That's Boyd.
I don't understand.
The strength and conditioning coach sucks.
I guess, man. Air Force definitely leading the league in injuries this season. This time, Kyle Peterson messes up the option. Washington State with the 1 yard loss, or with a 1 yard sack. Number 77, whoever that is. That brings a 3rd and 8. Only 17 seconds left in this first quarter. But Penis, with everything that's been going bad for Air Force, they're still in a great position to possibly go up 14-3 here.
They need some points here, but a touchdown would be nice, obviously.
Dixie Normus with a 9-yard reception off the slant pass. That's always a beautiful pass. Peterson 2 for 2 now for 33 yards, so he's definitely throwing the rock well. Here comes the option one more time. He's going to keep it. He's going to fall just short, about the 1 yard line. That should wrap up the first quarter, and it does. A very quick first quarter, folks, as Air Force goes up 7-3 over Washington State. We've had 2 injuries. We've had 2 penalties. We've had 2 scores. We're about to have a third. Bob Funk, this has already been an exciting game. We're only 1 quarter in.
Somebody tipped my 2 balls.
It's so exciting, Bob Funk doesn't want to respond to me.
He's on mute, bro.
All right, is he muted? All right. Penis, how about that right there? That's the bread and butter. Hans Gruber with the 1 yard option play and a touchdown. And Penis, that's what I'm saying. Air Force, even with all the bad things going on, they're up 14-3 now.
Yep, this is what they envisioned when they started this season. Plays like this and this type of offense kicking ass.
It's great 2 drives by Air Force. They've had to take some punishment. It's definitely cost them on both drives, 1 injury on each drive. But, I mean, if you get a few injuries but still win the game, there it is, concussion. He's out for the game as well. 2 injuries, both out for the game. When it comes to Air Force, I don't even know what to say anymore at this point. This time the return, he almost sneaks it out to the outside. And another penalty,
personal foul,
a clipping call.
receiving team.
That's going to back Washington State up.
Well, they had a good run back there, and they killed it.
Is Bob Funk back with us yet? He is not.
He went to go get a beer.
All righty then. Well, Washington State now all the way back to their own 14-yard line. 1st and 10, 5 receiver set, empty backfield. He's under pressure, has to throw it away. That's kind of a waste of a play there, Penis.
Yeah, they didn't really give the chance to the play to develop, but there was nobody open either, so good defense.
Crazy. So they come back with almost an identical play. This time 4 wide, but they do have a back. He goes out for the pass up the middle, though, and Jack Marius with a 4-yard reception. This run-balanced offense, Penis, for Washington State has worked really well through the first 3 weeks, but it seems like Air Force might have their number on this.
Yeah, they're moving the ball. Let's see where it goes. They got some points on the board.
Another
Keep moving.
penalty, this
Another
time by Air
offside.
Force offside. This is, I believe, 4 penalties in the game already. We haven't had 4 penalties in a game all season, I don't think. This is crazy.
Got offsetting penalties here, or what happened?
You got me back?
Oh, he declined it. He declined it because they got the first down, I think. There you go. So first down. Jack Marius tries to go around the outside. 1 yard loss. Yeah, Bob Funk, are you back? Bob Funk?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. You missed Air Force.
You got me?
Yeah, we got you. We got you. Can you hear us?
All right. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Jack Marius with the run up the middle. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Just under 4 minutes left to play in the half. Under center. Len Deshaun. Oh, my gosh. What is going on in this game all of a sudden? This is crazy, you guys. I don't think I've seen in less than one half of football, basically barely over 1 quarter of football, this many penalties and this many injuries. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the rest for the
Yo,
best
this is the sloppiest game I've seen.
Penis, what'd you say?
I said it's a sloppy snatch game.
It is a sloppy snatch game. Speaking, that was the second game as well. Len Deshaun, 8 of 9 for 76 yards, though. Very efficient, but not getting the yardage needed for a first down. 4th and 5 now. Washington State having to punt again. And Bob, with a decent return here and good field position, puts Air Force in a really good spot to try to really start pulling away in this game.
Yeah, Air Force is in a great position here if they can get another touchdown before the half.
Yeah, 21.
They're really chewing up the clock.
Oh. What? Wait, what?
Oh, he pitched it.
Oh, and what a straight arm.
What? That is the most.
That whole play, option one side, coming
that
back
was a
the other
perfect
way,
play right there.
unbelievable. Welcome, Crazy Canuck in the house. If you're just joining us, you missed some interesting games already, and this is a crazy game already. Here comes the option to the right, pitches it beautifully. He's around the corner, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Did he get in? Touchdown, Air Force. Chris Howell. Unbelievable. What a play. TJ Punk in the house as well. TJ Punk, you got here just in time, buddy. And what a run around the end. Penis, Air Force is running things to perfection today.
Who needs a starting quarterback for Air Force, right?
Apparently not Air Force, right? Bob Funk, what do you say about this Air Force team in the first quarter and a half so far?
I mean, this is the Air Force team we've been waiting for all season.
Unbelievable.
This is what we've been waiting for out of Air Force.
Yeah.
They're actually executing their offense to perfection.
Imagine that. Crazy. All right, folks,
Great offense.
we
Great
wanted to
offense
rage
for
you,
the
but
1940s.
Twitch was being lame and wouldn't let us be here. Baby, let's go. Oh, TJ Punk, appreciate that, buddy. Sorry about that. Appreciate you, though. I don't know if this is your first time here. This is the All-American Coaching League. 24 teams. College football is Jack Marius taxing the rich, taxing the Air Force, taxing the field, and taxing the touchdown, the end zone, for 6 points. And that is the response you want, Bob Funk. As soon as Air Force scores, you give the ball to the tax the rich guy, and what does he do? Boom. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
This is why Washington State is number 5. They're going to answer back, and they're going to fight.
Unbelievable. Penis, what a response by Washington State.
Yeah, he taxied right down the middle of the field on that one. Nice run.
Unbelievable. Hey, TJ Punk, you said we wanted to rage you. Who's the we, buddy? Just curious who that was. And Coach Craven with the comment. That's a pile of shit in my Cheerios. Although, look at that. Speaking of a pile of shit in Cheerios, I'm glad I'm not eating out of the Washington State ball. This game might be the craziest game we've had all season already. Hans Gruber responds with a 97-yard touchdown run. Bob Funk, I don't even know what's going on right now.
I mean, Dave, this is what? The second or third kickoff return this week?
Third.
Yeah.
No, didn't we have one earlier tonight? We had Chad Rowland last night.
Oh, we had one earlier tonight.
And one tonight. Or no, that was an interception,
yeah,
I
we had
think.
Chad Rowland last night against me. Oh, it was an interception. Okay.
Yeah, tonight was an interception. It's just, this is a crazy, crazy ass game. Penis, I mean, should I even call the game anymore? Should I just stop talking and should we just watch them go back and forth or what?
I think we're having fun, and Hans Gruber is one of the fastest Mexicans I've ever seen.
Right. All right, here comes Washington State now with the return, and
I'm surprised.
Go ahead, Bob.
I'm surprised Hans Gruber can run after he fell off that building.
Hey-yo, right? That is unbelievable. So we through the first 3 weeks, we didn't have any kick or punt returns for touchdowns. We had one last night, and now one tonight. And what responses by both of these teams. Unbelievable. Jack Maris with a handoff to the right, 8-yard rush. Washington State going no huddle. In case you're just joining us, you've missed 2 injuries, about 10 penalties, breakaways, kick returns for touchdowns. It's just you've missed more in a quarter and a half than you've missed in probably 3.5 weeks in the All-American Coaching League. Unbelievable.
The best offense from the 1940s you've ever seen.
Exactly. Jack Marius already over 80 yards rushing tonight. And I don't even know. I think we might be breaking stat records here tonight with these teams. Washington State from the shotgun. And here comes the sack. There's Lendashon, 8-yard loss. And is that one of those defensive ends we talked about, Penis? It is. It's Pussy Galore.
That was Pussy Galore.
Yep,
there it was.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Hey, is TJ Punk still in here? Anybody know? I was wanting to find out who else was with him. I was going to try to rate us.
No, TJ Punk's a big Raiders fan.
Oh, because he's got class. That's why. Because Raider Nation all day, baby.
You know it, baby.
There it is. All right, Air Force with the punt return from the 30. Dixie Normus, 7-yard return, lighting up total yards by quarter. Look at that, 153 yards the first quarter by Air Force, 98 by Washington State. Air Force already over 200 yards on offense. Washington State over 150. Amazing game so far, and we're not even at halftime yet, folks. Air Force this time under center. Peterson, the backup quarterback, dropping back. He sees an open. He's going to take it. He's going to go across the 50, pass the first down, and he's got the first down. Kyle Peterson with a 13-yard rush. Bob Funk, that's a great run, but he's got to be careful and not get injured like his starting quarterback did.
He cannot get hurt.
Yeah, that's what you got to worry about with this Air Force offense is they run so much and taking so many hits.
Yeah, that's exactly true. Penis, it looked like they tried to go back to the same play, and it didn't work that time.
Yeah, that one was stuffed up in the middle, but here they come again with some option play right here. Hopefully the wide side.
And he goes for it for a third straight time. This time he runs over the linebacker, number 44, for a 6-yard rush. A very manageable 3rd and 4. They're getting close to field goal range. 1:20 left in the second quarter. Drops back for the pass again. And this time, Penis, I don't even think he's reading. He's not even doing his reads. He's just dropping back to give his blockers time to make a hole so he can run it every time.
I think they're challenging him to get injured. We'll see what happens.
I don't remember who the 3rd-string quarterback is for Air Force. We did see him one game this season briefly. And here he is, a quarterback keeper again, Peterson. He's going to be in for the touchdown again. And we are
gone.
Dude, this game is killing me. Bob Funk, this is 45 points, and we still got a minute left in the first half.
This is insane.
I don't even know.
This is insane, Dave.
Unbelievable. It's crazy. TJ Punk is still in the chat. Obviously, he must not be listening to me because he's not answering my questions. But TJ Punk, just wondering who else was going to come with you to raid. And I couldn't remember if you were a Raider fan or not, but Penis said you were, or Art Vandalay, sorry. So go Raider Nation at the same time. 35-10, 1 minute left in the first half. I mean, Penis, let me start with you. What a contrast from the game we just watched before this one.
Absolutely. This is just a fast-flowing, anything goes in this game.
It's crazy. Bob, yeah, go ahead, Penis. Go ahead and finish.
No, I said I love it. It's a fun game to watch.
It is. It's great. Bob Funk, I think I'd prefer watching a 45 points and a half more than, I don't know, what did we have last game? Was 7-3 at the half or 14-3 or something?
Yeah, I think it was 14-3 at the half.
Yeah, I love these high-powered. I mean, listen, these are two offensive teams. This is West Coast football. You if you think WAC or Mountain West, any of those Pac-12, you're going to get the high-scoring games out of these kind of teams anyway, so it makes sense. Successful pass down the right side for a 9-yard gain, 3rd and 1. Crazy Canuck in the chat. It was impressive how Peterson just kind of washed his old line pickup, the rush, and watched it go over the gap. Took off every single play. Yeah, he did. He took off every single play. This time, Jack Marius gets around the corner and gets just enough for a first down. You can start to see it's cooling down here in Colorado Springs. You can see the breath of the players. It's down to about 40 degrees. Quarterback under pressure. This time, Len Deshawn throwing the ball away. And Bob, let me start with you. Washington State down 25 points already. But what do they need to do here in the next 48 seconds to make this, at least semi-competitive going into the second half?
I mean, you got to use all your timeouts. You got to work the sidelines and get this down the field and hopefully get a touchdown because field goal doesn't really help you at this point.
Ooh, there's a bad overthrow.
I know it's still the first half, but...
Yeah, Penis, I believe...
I know it's still the first half, but you need a touchdown.
I believe Air Force had the ball first, so Washington State will get the ball, start the second half. So if they could score here and then get the ball back, put a couple scores on the board, you're right back in this ball game, right?
Yeah, I mean, you take whatever points you can get here, but Bob is right. You need a touchdown. You're not going to get it.
And you're not going to do it right. You're not going to do it by throwing a pick for the first turnover of the game. And the corner for Air Force read that perfectly. And now Air Force with 30 seconds left. Peanuts, do they you just kneel the ball here, a couple run plays? If you break one, cool. If not, you just go in the locker room up 25, or do you try to push it, put the gas down and try to put another score on the board before halftime?
I'd give it to the fullback twice and go inside the locker room, Dave, with a big-ass lead.
Well, let's see what they do here. He drops back, and they're going to – they're going to call the same play every single time. And now – he's still going – he stepped out of bounds. Wow. Well, Bob Funk, with that big play –
he stepped out.
Yeah, with that big play, 23 seconds and 2 timeouts, Bob, they got time maybe to at least put another field goal on the board.
Yep.
I mean, you're at the 43.
It changes the outlook here.
You get another 20 yards, you're in field goal range.
Exactly. He drops back. And I don't know that they have more than one play in their repertoire right now because that is the only play Kyle Peterson keeps calling, a 17-yard rush. And I guess, Penis, why not keep calling it if Washington State's not going to stop it?
The play is 15 yards automatic every time.
It's unbelievable. This time he's going to throw it. Oh! He thought he had a receiver open. It gets tipped twice.
That's dangerous.
Wow. That is crazy. That was a crazy play.
I mean, you're in field goal range. You don't need to take that. You don't need to take that chance.
Another dangerous pass over the middle. Not what you're looking for at that point.
Keep it on the ground. Take 3 points.
Well, here we go. They've got one timeout left. That's what I'm saying. Run it up the middle, call timeout, kick a field goal. But no, they're going to pass it, but they are going to run it. 3 seconds left. I think they're still within field goal range. Looks like you see Coach Craven on the sideline. He said, let's go ahead and kick the field goal and take a 28-point, take a 4-score lead into the locker room. And it's good. And Air Force dominating the number 5 team in the nation, 38-10. Penis, let me start with you. You know what I missed? Hold on. I forgot my little halftime thing. Usually I've been doing that so we don't see the Nissan stuff anymore and then come back to the game. I got so caught up in that half I forgot to do my job over here. Penis, let me start with you. We saw the number 3 team in the nation last night, Wyoming, go down. We saw the number 1 team in the nation, Central Florida, go down. Are we about to see a third top 5 team go down in 2 nights?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough mountain to climb for Washington State. They got the offense to do it, but can their defense stop them? They haven't been showing that they can stop Air Force and their run game at all tonight.
Bob Funk, the way the quarterback's been throwing the ball, actually, let me talk about stats real quick. Almost 300 yards rushing for Air Force in the first half, only 33 yards passing, which leads me to my question I was going to ask you anyway, Bob. If Washington State comes out and if they can just stop the run, especially the quarterback run, force that quarterback to pass, make him make some mistakes, you can get back in this ball game, right?
No.
I don't think Bob Funk's listening to me anymore.
Just start spying the quarterback on defense.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah,
Can
that's
you
a.
not hear me?
Yeah, yeah. We can hear you now. Yeah, that's a great point. Spy the quarterback, make him beat you with his arm because he's definitely crushing you with his feet so far. The Air Force, look at that, 177 yards. What is that? Oh, they've given up 7 average. Okay, I don't know why they gave that stat when it's been all offense so far, but Washington State now. Maybe they start this second half off with a good drive as they see a man over the middle and he overthrows him. That terrible pass there by Deshaun, who's 10 of 16 for 96 yards, no touchdowns and 1 interception. From the shotgun, 4 wide, single back. Coach Craven, I think he might be a little excited in the chat. Speaking of the chat, let me see who else is in there. Let's see who else is excited in the chat. Looks like it's Art Vandelay, Benji Matson, Biff Markham, Commander Root, Crazy Canuck, Dave Axis, David Leathers as a Washington State quarterback. Looks like, I mean, he's just making bad decisions right now. Arabs, Fanny Tick, Gunny McGuire, Caxip06, Packer Fred, Six Flags, Magic Mountain, and TJ Punk in the house tonight, folks. What a game we have so far. Air Force just dominating with their backup quarterback and their backup fullback as Dixie Normus with a 5-yard return. And let's hope he gets up. He's not getting up, folks. Maybe he's just tangled up. We'll see. Hopefully not another injury for Air Force. All right, here we go. He's under center. Let's see if Washington State can actually stop the quarterback run. Oh, this time they give to the big fullback. Oh, I thought he was out for the game. What happened to him? Boyd Crowder, he's back?
Boyd Carter came back. I never caught his injury.
Oh, okay.
Braylon Givens is the quarterback out for the game.
Gotcha. Perfect.
I think he had hardening of the pork, so he's back.
And here he is up the middle again. They're going to try to set it with Boyd Crowder again. 6-yard rush. Kind of setting the pace with the fullback run up the middle. Penis, let me go to you first. Do you think they're just using that to set up that outside option run?
I think so too, but I'd give it to him right up the middle again today and make him stop him.
And this time it's a quarterback keeper as Kyle Peterson, 4-yard rush. And now he's over 100 yards rushing, and he gets another first down. I think the clock is their friend. The running game is their friend. And Air Force, if they just stay on target, they're going to – oh, no. And just as I say that, they throw an interception, number 44. And to be honest with you, I thought he was going to be gone.
That commentator curse.
It is. It really is. I thought he was going to be gone, too. That looked like it was going to be a pick 6. I don't know who number
back saving tackle.
Cliff Allen finally looking a little happy.
Peterson was the one who made the tackle to save that.
Oh, look at that. Quarterback does it all. Hopefully that tackle didn't injure him. Screen pass to Jack Marius, and they are all over that. It's only a 1-yard reception. Bob, I think the Air Force defense has Jack Marius figured out today.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like Jack Marius is how Washington State goes. If he's not going, they're in serious trouble.
Yeah, I agree. That time he gets a 7-yard reception. I haven't seen Deshaun's numbers yet, but I'm guessing he's probably around 100 yards passing. Oh, right there, 104 yards passing. Perfect.
Yeah, 12 and 20, 104.
And then just as we talk,
quarterback having a bang-up game tonight.
Yep. As soon as we talk shit about Jack Marius, he rushes the ball up the middle for 13 yards. I guess that's what happens here. Every time we talk bad about somebody.
10 for 102 for Jack Marius.
And here's another screen pass to Jack Marius. Does not wait for his blocker. Penis, that time I think it was Jack Marius' fault. He should have been a little more patient and wait for his blocker that time.
Yeah, fuck him. He's too eager to text already.
Yeah, fuck him. From the shotgun. All kinds of time. He's got a man in the corner. He did hit the pylon. Touchdown, Cougars. Finally. And that was a close play. I wasn't sure he was in right away. But they gave him the touchdown. 6 plays, 44 yards in only a minute. Bob, that's exactly what they needed right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need. Now they need another stop on defense and another touchdown quickly
Three more of
because
those.
you only have so much time left in this.
All right, here's the return from Air Force. Another flag on the play is Hans Gruber.
Personal foul.
It's a block in the back, so that's coming back anyway. Clipping 12, yeah. So it's coming back. It's going to be first
I'd
down.
like to see the Falcons run the ball here and eat up some clock.
Craven not happy on the sideline, telling the ref that is complete fucking bullshit.
That's Earl, by the way.
That is Earl. That is Earl Craven, not to be confused with Brian Craven. Here comes the option to the left side. Peterson's going to keep it this time. He's going to go across the 20, across the first down. But there is a flag on the play.
Another flag.
Another block in the back.
Another clip.
This game is setting all kinds of records tonight. It's definitely going to set a record for penalties. I don't think we've ever had this many penalties in an AACL game.
I don't think we have either.
Unbelievable, folks. All right, so that backs them up. It's going to be 1st and 11 all the way back to the 10-yard line. Air Force under center again, though. Here comes the option right. This time Peterson's going to keep it again. He's going to go around the edge. He's got the first down, and he's got a lot more than that. It's a shoestring tackle, Penis.
Wow.
If he doesn't make that tackle, he might be gone again. 13 rushes, 139 yards for the backup quarterback, Peterson. This time to give it back to the big fullback, Crowder. Only a 3-yard gain. And, you know, other than some penalties and injuries, Bob Funk, Air Force can't seem to do anything wrong.
They can't, and I think Coach Woody Hayes may want to make a depth chart change next week and put Peterson as a starter.
Yeah, Biff Markham, he's the backup because the starter got hurt. Or I get what you're saying. You're saying because he's so good. Well, I mean, Givens is really good. You should see Givens when he's, on all cylinders. That time, Crowder, another rush up the middle for a first down. Crazy Canuck in the chat. I need Washington State to start converting some of these possessions so they can cover the over. I don't know what the over is. It's like 90 or some shit. And he's going to launch it, folks. And he's launched it so far, he almost knocked that cheerleader off that guy's shoulders. I guess that's a great example, Penis, on why they run the ball so much and not pass it.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought that was a good idea there. So eat up some clock and do what you do.
Well, this time, quarterback runs right into the defenders. Peterson with a 1-yard loss. Washington State finally with a defensive stop on one of those runs. Peterson now 144 yards rushing. What a game in the absence of Givens this evening.
You're kind of forced to pass now.
Yeah.
What they do.
Well, 3rd and 11, and here it comes. Like you said, forced to pass. Man open the middle, and he gets him over the middle. Hans Gruber with a 14-yard reception. Another Falcon first down. And I don't know. They just can't seem to do anything wrong. I mean, even when they're backs against the wall, 3rd and 11, they still come up with beautiful pitch to the right side to Hans Gruber. Again, he steps over the defender. I think he stepped on his hand, too, and gave him the finger and said something about his mom as he runs out of bounds. 38
in Spanish.
In Espanol, even.
Yeah.
For those of you just joining us, this has been an Air Force ass whooping so far. This time he fakes the pitch right, comes back left to the big tight end, Roy Elliott, for an 8-yard reception. Bob, that was a pretty play. It's something we hadn't seen before. Are we losing Bob again? Peterson dropping back. He's got a man. Oh, and look at that. As soon as I give them kudos, they have to throw another interception. Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Unbelievable.
Yes,
unbelievable. But that's a big boy right there. I don't know who Harris is, number 83. It looks like maybe an offensive player playing defense. And look at Cliff Allen animated for possibly the first time today's UC Air Force with almost 400 yards already of offense. And, Penis...
That guy looked like Ted Hendricks, Dave.
Yeah, he did. This is what we talked about, too, right? Washington State scored. They got to stop. They come down and score again. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-score game. And Craven's going to get a little nervous on us, I think.
They got a long field, though, so they flipped the field on him. Bad interception, but
yeah, it was a terrible reception. Is Bob Funk back yet again? I don't know why we keep losing that guy. We're down to about 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Air Force up 38-17. Great performance tonight by Kyle Peterson, the backup quarterback for Air Force, after Givens, the starting quarterback, was hurt early on. Coming down to the end of the third. And Jack Marius is going to go nowhere. He's going to get a 3-yard rush. And that's going to wrap up 3 quarters for us, folks. Get your 69s up in the chat, because that's what we do here in the All-American Coaching League. We throw up 69s everywhere, along with a whole bunch of other words that you don't want to hear outside of this broadcast, probably. All right, folks. Fourth quarter. This is for all the marbles. Can Cliff Allen get his team back on track? Washington State, Deshaun under center. Fakes to Jack Marius. Throws him the little pass anyway. Oh, that's Dominic Carter. Got the wrong number there for an 8-yard reception.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Oh, I forgot
time off the clock, so Air Force is still in control.
Exactly. We have a Bob Funk sighting yet?
Got me or no?
Yeah, there you go. Now you're back.
Throw it away here.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You know, 3-yard reception by Dominic Carter. And Washington State having to go hurry up, which is absolutely needed in this situation. Under center, 3 wide, single back, tight end in motion. I don't know why they're taking so long to snap the ball. Deshaun, little play over to the sideline. Nice little pass, 9-yard pass to J.D. Butler along the sideline for a first down. Penis, that was a nice, pretty little play. The best thing, though, is it stops the clock for him.
Yep, out of bounds, stop the clock, live to play again.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Almost the identical play they just ran last time. 3 wide, single back, tight end in motion, and they're still taking their time. As he drops back. Oh, and he gets pressure in his face, and that, I believe, Bob Funk, was the exact same play, and it was successful for about the same amount of yardage.
9 yards?
Yeah, it looked like the exact same play, and they're just taking way too much time off the clock between these plays, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have a little more urgency.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this. They're wasting so much time.
Here it comes again.
Yeah, here it comes again. Well, this time he hits the shorter receiver across the middle, Dominic Carter, for a 6-yard reception out of the backfield. But the clock is still running. We're going to be under 4 minutes now. I don't know why the clock's not running now.
As it gets to the line, it'll start running.
Yeah, but it was because they got the first. Sorry, I forgot they got the first down. My bad. Yeah. All right, J.D. Butler, 10-yard reception, or about a 9.9-yard reception. Looking like a West Coast offense. That is absolutely right, Crazy Canuck. This Washington State, but they run a run-balanced offense, which is interesting. Here comes the Deshaun again. Oh, there's the stutter step for the screen pass, and the defender. Oh, that defensive lineman almost took him out early, but Darby with the 12-yard reception gets out of bounds to stop the clock. It's going to be 1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line, so they can get a first down without a touchdown. From the shotgun, handoff this time. That's not Jack Marius. That's Patrick Darby. I'm not sure where Jack Marius is. But Patrick Darby gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Jack Marius is probably filling out a form somewhere.
It's a tax form, and he's doing his his side job with the IRS. All right, from the shotgun.
Jack Marius is in a line for a petition somewhere.
No, we call him Tax the Rich. So we're talking about he's signing a new bill into law to tax us somewhere.
Well, I mean, Tax the Rich. He's also in one of those lines to sign some petition for some other bullshit.
Oh, Nick Davis with the great breakup there. It's going to be 4th and 12. Is this field goal, or you got to go for it here? You got to go for it, I'm guessing.
Got to go for it.
All right. Well, here we go. Deshaun, it's 4th and 12. They got to get inside the 1-yard line for a first down, so it's basically a touchdown right now. And there's a man wide open, and he's got him in the end zone. Warren Moon, 13-yard reception for the touchdown. Washington State with the extra point now going to make this a 2-score game with 3 minutes to play. Penis, is that going to give them enough time?
It's going to be close, Dave. I don't think they can do it, but hey, you never know. Get an onside kick going, get something going, quick stop, 3 and out, something.
All right, with the extra point. And now we've got a ball game, 38-24. I bet Coach is sweating his nads off there a little bit. Let me check the chat real quick. Looks like we've got a few extra people. Oh, they're going to go onside already with 3 minutes left. Oh, Bob, I'm not sure how I feel about that. How do you feel about that right there?
I think that's going a little early, but I mean 309. It's.
I think you got to do
It's kind of borderline.
I mean, you could have. Here's the thing. Here's my thought. If you kick it deep and you get Air Force to get a 3 and out, you take maybe a minute off the play, you come down and score, you still have time to do an onside kick then. I think this puts you out of it gives Air Force too good a field position to try to put this game out of reach when you had a chance to come back.
Has Air Force been shut out in the second half here?
Yeah,
they had 38 at the half.
No, they didn't. No, they had
38.
Yeah.
No.
38-17, 38-10.
It was 38-10 at the half.
No.
38-10.
No, it was 28-10, I think.
No, they had 38.
Or 35-10 or fuck, I don't remember. Look at us. We're commentators. How are we supposed to know what's going on in the game? All right, Air Force running some clock, which is the smart thing to do here. Peters under center. Coach Craven saying it was 38. So, wow, Air Force getting shut out in the second half. There you go. Good call, Penis. Peters dropping back. Quarterback keeper all the way. Design play. Design run. He's going to slide in. Great heads-up call. Bob Funk, great heads-up call to slide and keep the ball in bounds and keep the clock running.
Well, it's gonna stop for the first down, but
then it starts. Yeah.
Just stay in bounds.
He's running the ball.
Coach Allen is going to have nightmares over that.
Washington State used a timeout there.
Yeah, Penis, what was that?
Sorry, I'm saying that Coach Allen's going to have nightmares over that QB keeper.
Yeah, he is. And Washington State burning their last 2 timeouts on the last 2 plays, and that's going to be it, folks. It's 1:36 left, 3rd and 3. A first down here.
They need a first down. Yeah.
Yep, and there it is. It's going to be victory formation from here on out. And what a game. I kind of smell the potential upset coming tonight. And I got to tell you, Air Force came out swinging.
You called it last night.
Well, even then. Well, that's
called this upset last night.
That's what I'm saying. It smelled so much. I smelled it last night. And look they're not going to take a knee. They're like, fuck it. We want a victory. We haven't had one all season. We're going to run up the score. Hans Gruber with the touchdown. And the Air Force is no longer shut out in this second half. And Penis, I mean, Air Force came out swinging. And they didn't care about early penalties. They didn't care about early injuries. They just kept their foot on the pedal. And for the first half at least, they just crushed this Washington State team, and they were able to hold on.
They did. They hammered them the whole way here. If Gruber would have scored another touchdown, it would have been free tacos for everybody at the stadium tonight. But
damn it.
He was short.
Damn it. And I don't know if you guys just saw Peterson, the backup quarterback for Air Force, sprained an ankle. He would be out for 1 quarter if it mattered at this point, and we would see the Air Force third-string quarterback. That's not going to happen, I don't think, unless Washington State throws an interception here. Deshaun steps back, and he's getting sacked. 7-yard loss. And that's just kind of adding insult to injury there, Bob Funk.
Yeah, I mean, Washington State's all the receivers were downfield. It's going to burn more clock. Now they're going to spike it. You're wasting another down. This game's over.
Unbelievable performance by Air Force tonight. As Deshaun, the little screen pass to Jack Marius for a 1-yard loss. I gotta say, I wonder if I could take that out of every playbook. That would be great. I don't even know why they're showing this on instant replay right now, but not the performance you expect. Penis, let me start with you. Not the performance you expect from the number 5 team in the nation tonight.
No, they came out and got hit in the mouth early and often. So
I mean, they still put up 24 points, which isn't terrible, but it is when you give up 45. And
yeah, but I mean, Air Force is up by 25 points at the half.
Yeah.
They're not going to play super solid defense.
True. Well, I guess we are going to see the third-string quarterback here to take a knee to wrap this game up. I don't even know his name, but there he is with the knee, and that's the ball game, folks. Air Force finally in the win column.
Peterson.
Peterson came back. Dave. Oh, I guess Ankle wasn't hurt enough to not take a knee, so there you go. I don't know why they're huddling up again. All right, here we go, folks. Air Force dominating victory tonight. Hans Gruber is going to be your player of the game. I'm shocked by that. I thought Peterson would have been for sure. That's kind of
Peterson's my player of the game.
Yeah, I agree. He's mine as well. As we get ready to go look at these post-game stats and then our post-game wrap-up before we sign off for the night. Penis, let me start with you. Is this what you came to tonight to see? Is this what you expected, a 45-24 whooping by Air Force over Washington State?
I don't think anybody really expected this, but it's good to see Coach get off the schneid and get a W and his team looking good. So I'm proud of him, and congratulations to him.
Yeah, I agree. Air Force in the win column finally after 4 weeks. Bob Funk, what about you? Were you expecting this?
I wasn't expecting this at all. I was one of the 19 people that picked Washington State in the pick'ems this week. So.
Oh. Well, you screwed the pooch on that one, buddy.
Yeah, I did.
Let me see. I think I picked Air Force upset.
Pick'ems every week.
Let me go look real quick. Did I
him
pick
and 18 others?
I picked. Oh no, I picked Washington State as well. I called the upset, and I still picked Washington State. Anyway, and I picked Central Florida. Wow, I suck this week. And I picked myself in Wyoming. I'm not going to get any points this week in the pick'ems. Damn it! All right, let's check out the game stats real quick. Team stats first. Obviously, they're going to be all dominated by Air Force. Look at the total offense, 438 to 300. Rushing yards, 383 rushing yards for Air Force. That's insane. Look at that third down conversion, you guys. 8 of 9 for Air Force. That's amazing. The 2 turnovers didn't really matter. Time of possession wasn't as crazy as I expected, so that was pretty good. Player stats, starting with Air Force. Peterson, only 4 for 9, 55 yards, and the 2 picks in the passing game. But here's where he did all his damage. 20 carries, 169 yards. You guys, Hans Gruber, 6 carries, 32 yards, and 2 touchdowns, but he also had that third touchdown on that kickoff return, so that's probably why he got player of the game.
Yeah, that's what took him over the top then.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Not a lot on the receiving end.
If you saw there, Dave, Raylan Givens had 3 carries.
Well, we lost Bob Funk. Bob Funk said something about
yards and got hurt that quickly.
Okay, Bob, we lost you. You said 3 carries for 36 yards. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Raylan Givens had 3 carries for 36 yards and got hurt then. I mean, he's a class quarterback.
Hey, Air Force, look at this. Did you guys see that? Air Force didn't even have to punt the ball all night. That's pretty impressive. There's Hans Gruber, 3 kick returns, 145 yards, and the 97-yard touchdown. He
gets tired, though.
Yeah, that's definitely why he got player of the game. Moving on to Washington State, probably not a lot to talk about. But, look at Coach in there, picking against his own team. That's what you get. Deshaun, 23 of 33, 194, 2-1. Not terrible. Oh, wait a minute. What's that percentage? 69. That might be bonus points right there. Here we go. Wait. Jack Marius had 123 rushing yards. They must have been all on that one play. Oh, yeah, the 77-yard touchdown. I was going to be like, it didn't seem like he broke.
Hello. Yep.
I can't see why nobody saw this coming. Air Force fooled everyone by running the ball.
One long run.
Yep. There's the receiving stats with that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different receivers for Washington State. Anything huge on the defensive side? I see a couple sacks. Not really. Nope, not really. And then the kicking, the 1 field goal and the 3 extra points. The punting, the kick return, punt return. And that's it, folks. All right, so as we wrap this up and we go to the post game, let me ask Penis. Let me start with you. I asked this of the guys in the previous game. Washington State, 5th-ranked team in the nation, loses. Do they tumble in the polls quite a bit? Because this was a pretty bad thrashing they just got from Air Force.
Yeah, they got pretty handled pretty well in this game. I do see them dropping at least 5 or 6, 7 spots maybe.
Well, right here you see first downs, rushing yards, time possession, all in favor of Air Force. Washington State with the passing yards, of course, and less
Look at
turnovers.
that second quarter, Dave.
Oh yeah, let me look.
Look how
31
many
points. Wow,
Yep.
Air Force putting
That's
on
incredible.
a clinic. Your players of the game, and then I'll go to Bob Funk for his reaction. Hans Gruber, 6 carries, 32 yards, 14 receptions, 3 total touchdowns though, 2 of them on the ground, and then 1 on that return. Sterling Coles, your corner for Air Force, with 2 tackles for loss and an interception. Warren Moon on the offensive side for Washington State. If your offensive player gets 2 receptions, 32 yards, and 2 touchdowns, that's not saying a lot. And Darren Harris, outside linebacker, 6 tackles, a tackle for loss, a sack, and an interception. Bob Funk, your reaction to not just this game, but all the games tonight. All right, we lose. Bob Funk's having issues tonight.
You know.
Oh, there you go.
Got me?
Yep, now I do.
Okay, sorry. It was an interesting night of games with how a lot of the road teams won tonight when the home team was dominating.
Yeah.
All week so far.
Yeah, that's a good point. The home teams had gone 6-0 Monday night and Tuesday night, and then tonight, 2 of the 3. Air Force obviously played at home; they won, but the first 2 games, the visiting teams won. Penis, I'll give you the last word before we wrap this up. What's your overall impression of the 3 games tonight?
Well, Dave, I'd like to apologize because I missed the first 2. I was at a Depeche Mode concert, so I'm sorry. I just got back in time. I saw the game that we did today, and I found it to be an interesting game. Air Force obviously kicked some ass, and all these games are really competitive and interesting to watch.
Chad,
going to get to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Chad Rowland just showing up after you missed a lot tonight, Chad. You missed the number 1 team in the nation losing pretty big, and you just saw a complete thrashing Air Force over Washington State. In the very first game, Iowa State upsetting Louisiana Tech. It's definitely the week of upsets as Central Florida, Louisiana Tech, Wyoming, Washington State, Colorado, all those teams losing this week. It's been crazy. And Natty almost beating Indiana last night on top of it all.
Yeah,
so
right.
Crazy game. All right. Thank you to
I don't want to talk about it.
Thanks to
I don't want to talk about that game.
Benji, games always start at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's never changed. We do 9 p.m. To about midnight, however long it takes us to do 3 games, Monday through Thursday nights each week. Join us tomorrow night, please, as we wrap up the last 4 games of Week 4 with Memphis traveling to East Carolina, Central Michigan going to Syracuse, and then Akron, another top team, hosting Western Michigan, another potential upset alert game based on what we've seen so far this season. Quick recap for tonight. Louisiana Tech loses by a few points to Iowa State. Central Florida, the number 1 team in the nation, gets dominated by the number 2 team, Georgia State. And then we just saw Air Force beating Washington State 45-24 in the nightcap. That will do it for the All-American Coaching League tonight. Brought to you every night by Axis Sports. I'm your host, Dave Axis. Thank you for joining us tonight in the chat. Thank you to all the play-by-play commentators, the color commentators, and the third wheels. We will do it all again tomorrow night starting at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on Twitch, where I hope to see each and every one of you. And until then, good night now.